Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestle Again. That's Talitha. I'm Travis, and it's Monday, and that means it's time for Monday Night Raw.
It's Monday, December 20th. Who is ready for freaking Christmas? If you celebrate Christmas.
Mass.
Are you ready for Christmas? You guys got all your shopping done? Did you get presents for all your people? All your people. All your people. Looks like we have Ryoto in the chat.
Hey, Ryoto.
We have Ayla in the chat.
Hey, Ayla.
I think we have Sophie out there, maybe? I don't know if I saw Sophie yet.
I'm sure she'll show up here pretty soon. It is a Monday.
It's Monday. Fun day.
All right, I think that is good.
We have old Aaron out there. Yes. As Sophie says, hi, this is Christmas week. It is. It totally is Christmas week.
Aaron, chat's not working.
We have Alita in there.
That's what I was just doing.
Your chat thing is off. No, it ain't.
It's going, guys.
It's not off.
I just did it.
Don't lie. I'm just kidding. Don't be cray-cray. Come on, guys. Sweet weed. Who's got weed?
7.
Why don't you bring it over for our dog? Give him some. Sophie's like, I'm getting my booster shot tomorrow, and I'm going to see the new Spider-Man movie at some point.
Woo!
Probably not the same day you get your booster shot, because you're probably contagious.
I don't think you get contagious from a booster.
Actually, people run fevers off of them. That means you're contagious.
Doesn't mean you're contagious.
Yes, it does. The minute you run a fever, you're contagious. Aaron's like, are you guys going to stream day 1?
Absolutely.
Totally, man. We're going to be streaming day 1. Ayla's like,
right,
never
Bobby
mind, back up. Yeah, Ayla.
Bobby Lashley is in that quadra match now. It's a quadra match.
They smell so good when you open them.
Are they?
I love them.
They smell like dry food.
They smell like dry food. And of course, Aaron loves your hat and wants it, like always. And Sophie says, can you believe next week is the final week of 2021?
Isn't that cray?
Isn't that amazing? So nice. Another year of our lives completely gone.
Another year older? Are you another year richer? That's the question. That is the question. Most people are not. Some of them are even in debt more. There he is, Bobby Lashley. Not in a suit necessarily. It's like a leather jacket suit.
He looks like he's ready for his aviation class.
Yeah, right? I was thinking that, or like a motorcycle trip. But he does have
his
a tie on.
detective story. Aaron's like, spoiler alert, Happy dies. What?
Happy Gilmore?
There's a Happy somewhere? It was like, I will not be getting the boosters. Got the first 2 and never again. Crazy things.
You can't say spoiler alert and then the spoiler in the same sentence. You have to say spoiler alert coming in 10 seconds.
So that people have a chance to run away.
Right, so they can look.
They're like, oh, thank God.
Spoiler alert.
But in all reality, we have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. So in a way,
it's probably
not a spoiler
Spider-Man.
for me.
I don't know if Spider-Man's name's Happy, though.
Oh, Sophie says Canada is going back to lockdown along with New York thanks to the new COVID strain that is around now.
Yep. They'll keep doing that over and over until people resist.
They're kind of stupid.
You're going to have 4,000 different variants.
They're pretty dumb.
Old Bobby. All right, what's Bobby got to say?
He's got stuff.
I forget that.
Raw's really
so
low.
much quieter than SmackDown just yells.
It does. It yells in your head.
In your head.
MVP's got to talk first.
Well, of course he does. Well, he probably should be.
His mic isn't even on.
Bob's on. There it goes.
Orton says, I'm so glad my homie won the fight on Saturday. He's the future of boxing. He's better than Tyson.
In his prime? He might be better than Tyson right now because Tyson's like 60.
But does he bite people's ears off? Sophie says Sami Zayn re-signed with the WWE. Yep, that was news last week. Roberto was in the chat. Hey, Roberto. Says hello. Heard that Roman Reigns fired Paul Heyman this past Friday. He sure did.
Unless he's talking about Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury knocks him.
Tyson Fury would knock
might kill him.
Body out of his shoes.
If they really did fight, which nobody would sanction that one.
I want to fight Wilder too. If he wants to kill somebody, I bet he'd want to kill him.
Can you imagine Wilder's? Wow.
Who's so angry?
He wouldn't even be able to block it. He'd be like this and just get knocked out by his own arms.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So much strength and tenacity. He went and he did the triad.
Lita's like, not real leather. You trying to say it's not made out of a cow?
I'm pretty sure that's made out of something.
That was
alive. That was alive at some point. Come on. He's a millionaire. He's like, I'm going to give me the cheapest thing you can find.
Maybe he's vegan. With that body, he's definitely got to be vegan.
No. He is stacked.
See how absurd it sounds when people say stupid stuff? It's absurd. So it was like, don't spoil the movie for people that haven't seen the movie yet.
It hasn't even came out yet, has it? I mean,
Yes,
it did. It came out Friday, but I meant like for the most people.
I thought it did.
It's like select fit theaters the first weekend or something.
Oh, I thought it came out in the States everywhere this weekend.
And it
I
could
be
have.
wrong because I don't pay attention because I don't care. I was like, I'm going to go to Betty White's 100th birthday party in a few weeks. Yeah, to give her some.
Is she still alive? That's cool. That's cool that she's having a party during a pandemic. It's awesome.
Olita says yes, and Zoe says, don't spoil the movie. Oh, I already read that. Ayla says, tell me the ending.
Right, and then I don't have to watch it.
So it was like, people will never leave the house with all these COVID strains that are going around. Whatever, I leave the house all the time. Fuck all that COVID crap. Fuck it. Volterra's in the chat. Hey, Volterra.
Hey, Volterra.
Pepper Owens is in the chat. Hey, Pepper.
Hey, Pepper.
Volterra says hi. Pepper Owens says, can't wait until I get my hands on the championship again. Stinky Pinky's in the chat making jokes.
Hey.
Stinky says, has the Bryan Danielson versus Adam Page match ended yet? No, I think it's still going.
The 900,000 people that watched it.
It was like, why is Sophie hot? It's literally not as bad this time around. Plus, why live in fear? Lame. And it was like, it's here in town. George's parents saw it.
They saw the variant? Or the Spider-Man.
The Spider-Man's in town?
The
You saw the virus? It's just walking around town.
His parents seen it. It was over on Main somewhere.
There's this COVID-ness all over the place, like touching things. Like getting up in people's business and personal space. It's like, hey, got a COVID virus. Did they take pictures? If they didn't take pictures, it's not real. It didn't happen. Sorry.
Peach, pears, plums, hip-hop's in the state of 911. Come on. Why is Biggie talking?
Is Spider-Man a Marvel?
Yes. He hangs out with all those guys. He helped Captain America and those
So it would be on Disney Plus then, because they own all the Marvel crap, don't they?
Well, it wouldn't be on there yet.
I know, but...
Eventually, yes.
After it's out of the theaters, before they put it on DVD stuff and whatnot.
Yeah, if one cares that much to watch it. I've never really been a Spider-Man fan. That's the one I've never got into. I did like the one with Tobey Maguire and the girl from Interview with the Vampire.
Kirsten Dunst?
Kirsten Dunst, yeah, the cheerleader. Bring it on.
Mm.
Why is Bobby talking?
He's telling Vicky how it is.
Why don't you get the title back and then wrestle him on his own?
The reason why I was asking is because Sophie said if you don't see the movie in theaters, it will be a while until it hits regular TV or Disney Plus or Peacock.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be a few months.
Yeah,
Just like there's a few movies that were like that.
You know, that's like the best way to see a movie sometimes, and it depends on the movie. Like, there are movies I want to go to the movie theater and see.
Right.
But
Star
there's,
Wars.
you know, some of them like, that's not fucking worth my $50.
Right.
It's not worth my date night for the year. Because you gotta get popcorn. And then you have to get a drink, because if you don't, you'll die. And then you have to get some kind of a goodie, because if you don't, it's just weird.
MVP gonna wrestle Big E. I don't think.
Why did he leave MVP in there by himself?
Well, he's gonna wrestle.
So did MVP say something that made Bobby Lashley mad or
No.
something?
He said just use your cane. He is a champion. Looking like Barry Bonds in there.
It was like, we saw the sprinkles. It's blurry and out of focus like Bigfoot. Right?
Oh, from behind! Seth and Kevin attack Bobby.
Oh my god, I thought it was a bumblebee at first. Sorry.
Bumblebee tuna. What the fuck? His pants don't even match his jacket. Bumblebee tuna.
Bumblebee tuna.
Bumblebee tuna.
What movie is that from, people? What movie?
Hey,
Don't tell 'em.
I'm not planning on it. It looks like we might see a tag team match in a minute.
Maybe.
Kevin Owens, Seth versus Big E and Bobby. Coming up after the break, maybe.
But why would it be Big E and Bobby?
Because they just got
because
beat
they
up.
attacked both of them?
Yeah.
So, like, they're bad guys, and now, like, Big E and Bobby are, like, good guys? That's weird. Bobby being a good guy is weird.
Bobby's not really a good guy, but yeah. Looks like Bobby's going to get put out right now anyways with a giant curb stomp. Don't do it, Seth! Becky hits him with a clothesline. Saves Bobby's life.
Ooh. He almost didn't get Kevin over all the way.
All right. Gut wrench.
Oh.
Bam.
He has to be careful because he's in slick shoes. He's got styling shoes on.
Woo!
Slick shoes.
See, they working together. So later on tonight, we're going to see that. I thought maybe we'd see it immediately.
Biggie's like watching him like, don't you come at me, man.
That could
Don't you come at me.
definitely be the main event tonight. Unless it's going to be Bianca
Like,
and
I need to go
Dewdrop.
find different pants. They ripped my pants.
He better put some different pants on if he wants to wrestle.
Yeah.
So that was the first segment. We are going to get the Cutting Edge with Maurice as the guest. Cutting Edge is a talk show by Edge, if you guys are newer wrestling fans and did not know that. Bianca Belair is going to be wrestling a Dewdrop a little bit later on tonight, maybe maybe next. We got Finn Balor and his giant clone, Austin Theory. They're going to be going one-on-one tonight. We got Damian Priest and Dolph Ziggler with, obviously, Bobby Roode, Robert Roode in the corner. It's called a Championship Contenders match, whatever that means.
A contenders match?
Yeah. So
Weird.
yeah, Dolph could win and maybe get a title shot at day one.
Weird. They're showing the last 2 weeks of what happened between Belair and Dewdrop.
Yeah, this is the third time we've got to see this match, I believe. I believe.
And then she's like, yeah, I won! And then she's like, bitch, take that! I like that part. It's my favorite part, her making fun of her kissing her ass shit. It's funny. Sophie's like, Tony Khan confirmed that the Battle of the Belts will be 1 hour special on January 8th.
Oh, good. Just 1 hour. That's not
The
bad.
final chapter.
It's the final chapter.
How can it be a final chapter if they've only had 2 chapters before? Don't you have to have multiples in order for it to
3
make
chapters
sense?
is a full book.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Sophie says Saturday Night Live this weekend was bad with most of the cast having COVID and they only had 2 cast members appear. Maybe they should have just canceled it. Ayla's like, I like Venom a lot. Venom 3 is supposed to have the Spider-Man I'll watch but don't care about Spider-Man.
I watched the first Venom.
But the
I haven't
Venom
seen the second
3
one yet.
that's coming out has
It's already coming out. Like 2 just came out. Like just
Oh,
barely.
was that 2?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was 3.
Yeah.
The one with what's his face? Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, that's 2.
What's his face from
Here comes Esther. So
What
we're getting
was
that match now.
what was the name of that movie he was in?
Natural Born Killer.
Yeah, that guy. What's his name in that?
Mickey Knox.
Yeah, Mickey Knox. Mickey Knox. Yeah, okay.
Pretty sure it's Nikki, not Mickey.
Nikki
and Mallory Knox.
I thought it was Mickey and Mallory.
Mickey and Mallory. Maybe it's Mickey. See, it sounds weird that his name's Mickey Mouse.
Sophie says, I haven't seen the first 2 Venom movies, and Ayla's like, I have kids, so I don't go to the theater. Plus, 99% of the time, some arse hat is kicking my chair. That's why you have to sit in the very, very back and wear your glasses, Ayla.
Never, ever sit in the back of a theater, ever, in your life. Unless you're going to get a sex.
Oh, my God.
Never. You sit in the very middle of the middle.
No.
Yeah.
You don't sit in the very middle because you're still too close. The middle is great, but you have to be back further. Not maybe the full back, but you got to be back further. Because when you're back further in the theater, especially the one that they have over here now, you're up higher so you can see the screen even better. Mm-hmm. So why on earth would you want to sit closer to the screen? And then you have to go like this when you're watching. What's happening over there? What's happening over there? What's happening over there? What's over there? I can't pay attention to my movie. Especially if it has words, then you're screwed. Because you're like, oh my gosh.
Why would I go to a movie I have to read?
Because it happens. Some of those movies have people speak different languages. You don't know.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Anyways, Ayla's like, because it's rated R, Sophie. Alita's like, it's Bumblebee. Sophie's like, some movies does look better at home. It all depends on what channel it ends up on or streaming service. Yeah, or you just buy it or rent it.
I like that Spencer movie. It's pretty good.
From whatchamacallit?
Marky Wahlberg.
From off of Netflix. Anyways, Vindicator's in the chat. Hey, Vin says, how's it going, guys? Sophie says, I'm not a huge Venom fan. And is like, Pepper Owen says, take that, you fuzzy hair. Weird Al Yankovic bastard. Yeah.
I absolutely love the first one. I thought it was great. The Venom movie.
I'm not sure who you're talking about with the fuzzy hair, Weird Al Yankovic bastard there, Pepper Owens.
Maybe
because
Seth.
You came out with Seth to play with him against others, so pretty sure that you're being buddies. It was like, I'm not a Marvel fan. I like Venom. I don't like X-Men either, but I love Wolverine. Vindicator says, since it's been brought up, just got home 10 minutes ago from watching Spider-Man, and it did live up to all the hype. I know Ayla and Sophie are the ones who are just eat that stuff up. Yeah, that's it.
The hype.
Sophie's like, I go to the movies. It depends on if I get a ride to it. Alita says, wide ass. Who's a wide ass? Who? Alita? Are you talking about Ayla? She does have a wide ass. Sophie's like, some movies I would rewatch again when it ends up on Disney Plus or Peacock or Netflix. And we have Janelle Jackson in our chat. Oh, hey, Janelle, how's it going, my friend? How is baby? How's mommy and baby and all that stuff? How is family life going? If Sammy Guevara called the eclipse with... Okay, he means something different there with his fiance.
Quits.
Called the quits?
Yep.
Are you saying call it quits?
Yes.
Call it quits with his fiance. People shouldn't be trashing Thai content. No, because it's not... It's... If he... Okay, now it depends, right?
No.
If she messing around with him and he with somebody... But if he called it quits with his fiance to be with her, because he's like, I want to be with this person instead, they shouldn't go after her at all. The person they should be going after is Sammy Guevara. He's the dick in the whole situation, because he has one, and he's a dick. Anyways, Ayla's like, Woody was in Venom 2. He's the bad guy.
Right.
Cool Bro Man is in our chat again. Says cool says, hi, guys.
Look at Seth's coat. Piss. I like your grandpa style. I like your grandpa style. No, seriously. Ask your grandpa. Can I have his hand-me-downs? Oh my God, what's on his waist?
It's a shirt that has all different
plaids
with it. Oh my God, seriously, dude. Like, he's like, hey, can you, like, make me the most hideous outfit ever so people talk about it? So he's like, kids love movies, don't they, Ayla? Cool says, I am watching Raw too. Vinicare says, I hope Bianca closes this feud. She and Dumpling have zero chemistry.
Right.
I hope that Dewdrop kills her.
I feel like Dewdrop has to get a win in this.
I want her to literally sit on her until she can't breathe.
Okay, that's just mean.
No, I think that's perfect. That's how it should be.
I meant it's mean to call Dewdrop so heavy that she can't get picked up.
No, it's because Esther thinks she's so strong, but she couldn't pick her up.
Old Esther. I like Esther. I have nothing wrong with Esther.
Cool says, I am watching Raw too. So are we. It's weird. So strange.
All right, here comes the Dewdrop.
Why are we wearing plaid? What's going on with the plaid? She's wearing plaid too.
Oh my God. Yes, she is.
Travis is very excited in his pants.
What the fuck?
Sophie's like, having pay-per-views in movie theaters. That is awesome. Whenever I go to the movies, the theater usually is empty. Alita says, I have to hide in my room and in my bed from the dog. Why? Why? The dog loves you.
Don't you think that
Don't hide from
don't
your
you think
dog.
that Netflix should still put movies in the movie theater?
I think that they should.
Like that one,
like that Spencer Confidential would have been a great movie to put in the movie theater.
right? And then the one with Adam
do it
Sandler and the
sometimes.
girl from Friends.
Rachel.
Rachel
That's
from
not
Friends.
her real name.
Jennifer Aniston.
Yes. Cool
All right,
says
they're pushing
Black
each other.
Panther fan here. Zoe Ziegler's like, who from Little Old Me? Yeah.
You know, I have never seen Black Panther.
Someone says, do they still make DVDs? Yes, they do. They still make
Do they?
DVDs.
I was gonna ask that.
They make DVDs. They release movies on DVD and on the Blu-ray. Still, Alita says, Dewdrop, and Anna says, I got a wide ass.
Yeah, you basically got to be able to play it with your Xbox or your PlayStation, because they don't make DVD players anymore. I don't think
They do.
Do they?
Thomas says, hey guys, what's up? Hey Thomas, nice
Thomas.
to see you, man. Sophie says, I still haven't seen Eternals. Ella says, no, Sophie, they don't make DVDs. Haha, what is a DVD? Alita's like, nope. Aaron's like, I'm back. Sorry, I was smoking. Sweet, man.
I think Eternals is that one with Angelina Jolie. They were here before time or whatever.
Whiskey 10 p.m. is in
Hey,
the chat. Hey, Whiskey
Whiskey.
says, Monday night rematches seem like another night for a bottle. Next round's on me, Travis.
There we go.
I was like, because she likes it. Sophie's like, streaming services are the new DVD. Actually, they're not. Ayla's like, we're back to Vins and 8 tracks. Aaron's laughing. Cool says, did she just come out?
Yeah, the only problem with
Totally.
the streaming services that I've noticed is that they will have a tendency to maybe edit a movie, where if you bought it on DVD, they can't change it.
Uh-huh.
But that would be the only negative. They should, if they would just leave it be.
Leave it what it's supposed to be.
Leave it what it was. Leave it what it is. And be
people
done with
don't like it. People just don't watch it.
Let them have a choice at the beginning. Or even have a choice at the beginning whether they want to watch it edited or not.
Yeah, you want to watch the original version or the PC version?
Call it the woke switch or something. Look at Dewdrop.
No, if something
She is
offends you,
super strong.
change
Power
it.
slam right there. 1, 2. Esther just got her shoulder up. And I mean barely got her shoulder up. Look at this power slam.
Just barely.
Boom.
Vindicator says Dumpling can only upstage the man as a bad dresser, but not a great wrestler.
Woo. I mean, she got the sides cut out of it. She's all going all sorts of sexy. All right, Esther gets out of the way. Using her strength and her agility. Oh, but lands on the knees. Dewdrop wrestling like a veteran out there. The Chicago Football Bears
Looks like the match
losing
start. LOL,
yards
this chat
rushing.
came out late. Sophie says Justin Timberlake B-Day is on January 31st, 2 days before mine.
Wow, that's pretty cool. I'm not really into
That
the
is
celebrity.
some useless information
Oh!
I'll never remember nor care about.
Right.
I was like, did you ever watch Death, Love, and Robots Delete That? Some of those they need to make into movies. So dang good. Too bad they're only 8 to 15 minutes.
What the fuck? Never even heard of it. Are they
No.
a little series, like an anime series or something?
I read that cartoon thing that you sent me, but that was it. We're on commercial break, by the way, guys. For
It
Raw.
is. I'm just going over to the Chicago Bears game. I'm watching Monday Night Football for the first time in probably 4 years.
My eyes are burning.
There is 10 minutes left. First quarter.
There is no score.
It's 4th and 5. It's 0-0. And the Bears are going to punt right now. because they don't trust their offense to get them 5
Right.
yards. And there's the punt. It's high. It's deep. It's received on the 35-yard line. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, down to the 45. So he picked up 10 on the return.
Alita says Tolman Taylor night. Janelle says the family is doing good. We get to spend our first Christmas together, which we are already looking forward to.
Isn't that awesome?
Oh, that is so sweet. Take lots of pictures.
Take pictures.
Print them out. Put them in albums. Be old school. That shit's fun. Cool says
They
OMG.
grow up fast, man. Like,
do.
remember what they sound like right now, because they won't sound that way when they're older.
Suspected spam.
A suspected spam.
Might be a part of suspected spam warranty. Whiskey
Somebody
says,
stole your social security number.
ah!
We're gonna have to-
FBI's coming after you. Whiskey
We're gonna have to
says,
export you.
Travis, you ever drink brandy shine before? I'm from Louisiana.
Brandy shine. Is that like brown moonshine?
Brandy shine? Never heard of it.
I have
here
never
in
heard of
Idaho.
it. Is it still made with corn? Is it whiskey?
What is it in particular, whiskey?
So obviously no. Now tell me
In
what it is.
Louisiana, what is it? Sophie says, thank God Raw isn't on Peacock Live right now because I would have missed most of the show since you can't pause or rewind.
Oh my gosh. You know, I paused Miss America. They had the Miss America pageant on. And I did pause that for
Nice.
a second for
To take a picture of somebody.
no, I think somebody called.
Oh, Ayla says some people can't afford internet streaming and some people collect movies, so duh, they make DVDs. Gothlecia Bates is in our chat though. Me and my sister were born in the 80s, so we know what a VHS is.
Boom.
You go. Cool says I will try not to spoil it because my TV goes ahead of yours, so I know what's coming next. LOL. Hey, thanks for being so nice that you aren't going to tell us what happens next.
You can't be too much ahead of us.
That's kind of weird, huh?
Well, he probably sees it after us because we're on like a 4-second delay.
Oh,
So we're still seeing it at the same time. It's just delayed.
our streaming is on a 4-second delay. It's always like that, so it always seems like we're behind, but it's funny.
So if I go 1, it's 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 4 second. 4-second delay.
It was like I was born in the 90s and I know a VHS, haha, my mom still owns a working one. I still own one too, and it works.
I had a really nice one downstairs. I just threw it in a dumpster.
You're a terrible person.
I
You
didn't-
could have sold it for millions of
I
dollars
didn't even
on
think
eBay.
about it.
Well, older people like them. Old people. Because they have movies
Still
and
have their
stuff on 'em.
movies, yeah.
Or not just movies, but like home movies.
Right.
Or
You got to
Stephanie
take
says-
those over to budget tapes and CDs.
But they probably don't. So they have to have a good person, whether it's a child or a friend, do it
Look
for
at the power of Esther. Oh, she couldn't get her up.
them.
She was trying to power bomb her.
Sophie says a notice on Peacock. Some episodes
Oh,
of
shit!
Saturday Night Live
2 drops.
have been edited too much instead of an hour.
Uh-oh,
episodes that
that's
only go
it.
to 20
No.
minutes.
Dewdrop rolled all the way through. And then a big splash in the corner. Uh-oh, here comes that cannonball. Cannonball.
Her
Boom.
whole body is right in there.
Okay, seriously. She's going to have to do something. Work on her athleticism here. Come on, Dewdrop.
Whiskey's like, Ayla, do you remember Monster Jam? It's a monster truck show back in the day with VHS. Volterra says Ric Flair is a February baby like me. Sophie says, I heard of Monster Jam. He's like, Death, Love, and Robots is on Netflix. Watch it. I promise you'll like them. 2 seasons. Each episode is made by different cartoonists and different writers. Okay, I will.
I think we were told about this a long time ago. I remember hearing something.
You have to text it to me or else I'll totally fucking forget the name of it. I'm not going to try to go back through the fucking chat to try to find out. Cool says IFEB too. Whiskey's like, Ric Flair's still single, isn't he?
He was married.
He's married to some woman.
Did they get divorced or something?
Mm.
Hey, this is our referee from NXT. She must be up on the main roster now. But she was on SmackDown. Now she's on Raw. This is good stuff. You know what I was thinking? How they had to pre-record SmackDown? And they couldn't do a go-home show? Why couldn't they do some of SmackDown's matches on Raw on next Monday?
I don't know. Why couldn't they?
Just a couple.
They have 3 hours.
Yeah. Oh, they have plenty of time. Just have them on the roster. Why not? That way they could at least do a go home. Bianca's ducking those mammoth blows. Oh, she's spearing her with that shoulder. Is Bianca going to outpower the Dewdrop? Oh, no, Dewdrop turned it around. Picked her up. Esther slides off her back. Up on the second rope. Crossbody takes Dewdrop right down to the ground. Esther's going to have to get her up in the air if she wants to do her finisher. You're going to beat somebody with a moonsaw, are you? Okay. Dewdrop kicks out. Look at this run. Whoop.
Ayla's like,
Whoop.
yes, I remember. And Sophie says, I'm not surprised Ayla loved a show about robots when she is a robot. Ayla's like, I grew up with grandparents. I remember more about old stuff than most. Whiskey says, on Christmas, I am cooking a spicy smoked Hambero pepper chicken. Nice.
Wow.
Whiskey says, yes,
Yummy.
it is, Travis. Brown whiskey. Ayla says, funny, the ignorance,
Yummy.
Sophie. First off, it's not about robots. Dumb. Sophie's like, I was born in 1985. And Whiskey's like, I was born in 1955. Oh, Whiskey's got us all beat.
Oh, shit! That might have done it.
Cool.
How did I just get a voicemail? They talk that long.
Maybe.
Why is it
really
Dewdrop
needed
getting
to tell
up?
you. She's trying to. She had to get
Get
herself
her
off the
titties
floor.
back in her
Cool
blouse.
says, I have Xfinity. What about you guys? Cool
She's going to
says,
take her to the
"Oh,
corner.
We've got some dish old network over here.
Oh!
Ayla's like, I'm a robot, Sophie? Funny. Literally, everyone in here thinks you're a bot. If it wasn't for your videos of your dog on YouTube, I think you're fake as fuck.
Esther's going to move, isn't she?
Maybe.
Oh,
Or
she's
get
smacking her
knees up.
ass!
Is she going to get her knees up? Oh,
Yep, she moved.
Alita says
Esther
commercial,
just
I now
got out
gone
of the way.
off. Vindicator says, Travis, do you like any of those manly Western shows? One just came out called Yellowstone, which is about corrupt politicians being compromised by oil and lumber industries and imminent domain wars.
I do like Westerns. I don't know if I'd watch that, though.
Is it kind of
Just
like...
because it's a series. I'm not into series. Oh, KOD, Kids of Death.
Ooh. What is that show that was about railroads and stuff?
1, Hell on Wheels. 2, and 3. It's over. Esther wins again.
Is it kind of like that? Is it like Hell on Wheels a little bit?
It's Kevin Costner.
I thought it was Sam Elliott.
Oh, maybe that's a different one. What's the one with Kevin Costner?
I guess it could have Kevin Costner.
That's the
in it.
Yellowstone. What's that? What was the one he was saying?
Yellowstone.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Kevin Costner.
I thought it was Sam Elliott.
I could be way off.
Sophie says, didn't Fox reschedule football games because a team tested positive for COVID or something this
Yes,
past weekend?
tomorrow they're going head-to-head with NXT.
Yeah.
There's actually 2 games.
Tuesday night NFL. Weird.
2 games tomorrow night if you're into the NFL.
Whiskey says, smacking on those fries. I see Dalitha. Where the burger at? It's not fries. It's dried mango. So it's not fries. Cool says, OMG Cannonball. Thomas says, I enjoy getting the PayPal account has been locked messages. I've not used one since I was in college.
PayPal.
Cool says 1, 2. And Vindicator says, so I just read that Kimberly Benson, aka Dumpling, weighs 238 pounds. So Bianca can lift her if she lifted 330-pound Otis. She has lifted her and
Yes, she
shown
got
that
her
she
up.
can lift her.
2 weeks ago, they're showing that Austin Theory in a smaller clone.
But Dumpling got out of it.
Or is it Finn Balor in his bigger clone?
Before she had her completely gorilla pressed. Raul Vlog is in our chat, though. Hi, Raul. Nice to see you back, bud.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Sophie says, with Saturday Night Live, they cut certain stuff out from the original TV version, like the host monologues and the musical performances. Cool says, here we go. Sophie says, did you see the Broken Skull sessions with DDP?
I have not. No. I don't watch that very often. I've only seen maybe one of those, and I think it was with Becky Lynch.
Okay.
And that was pretty good.
Sophie says, in some Saturday Night Live episodes on Peacock, have the full show. Cool says, mocking EST. What? OMG!
Does Stone Cold Steve Austin still have his game show? That shit was awesome. It was like Broken Skull Challenge or something.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. I don't
And
know
they
if
had
it
to like
was
run
around.
up hills and...
Yeah, they had to do all kinds of stuff
Yeah.
to like prove that they were like so amazing. Alita's like, Yellowstone, not bad, and no. Wyatt experience with Elliot. That's what she said. So if you understand that.
It's something else is with Elliot. Wild experience or something. Whatever he said.
Wyatt. Is that Alita? Is that the spinoff from like Yellowstone or something?
You better
like
hope you don't lose.
Or something. How it came to be.
You better hope you don't lose. Austin Theory.
You better not lose. Sophie says, did you hear YouTube TV had some programs off it, but changed its mind like a couple days later?
Like they canceled some stuff and then put it back on? Is that what you're saying? Is that the words I'm hearing?
Maybe. Her words were weird. So.
Finn Balor. Getting the lights all on. I like when his entrance hits.
Cool says here, Finn. And Alita says Wyatt Earp and no.
I mean, obviously Sam Elliott was in Wyatt Earp. He's the brother.
Tombstone? Anybody?
Yeah, Tombstone. Guess it's not Wyatt Earp. What do you want on your tombstone?
Wyatt Earp.
Wyatt Earp. Hey, the Vikings scored a touchdown. I must have missed it. But they are going to be kicking off here.
It's called 1883 is the show I'm talking about. And it's called Yellowstone. 1883 trailer features Tim McGraw, Sam Elliott in a prequel series. Bitches, I know what the fuck I'm talking about sometimes.
I know you ain't talking to me because that's not.
It's like,
that's
I
not what
know
it,
that it
no
was a
one's
prequel
talking
to
about
like
it.
Yellowstone. I was like, it's gotta be. And it has Sam Elliott in it. There you go.
Sam Elliott's an old wooden ship.
Faith Hill's in it with Tim McGraw too. Yeah. He's like, I couldn't do it without my honey.
Hold on, I'm about to break
it's
my
like
own
the
record.
WWE wants Austin to have a major role for Mania. Alita's like,
I heard
that
that.
first episode was good. Is it of the Yellowstone show? The previews looked pretty good, but I've never seen Yellowstone, so I mean, I guess you wouldn't have to watch that to watch the 1883. I just happened to catch the 1883 stuff, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I was like, you should watch that, somebody. I don't know who I told, but I told somebody. They should watch it. Somebody. It's metal in your lung. Anyways, but yeah. So it was like,
I wonder if there's one kid in the history of vaping that saw a commercial and said, "Oh, it's lead. There's lead in it. I'm not gonna smoke it anymore." Just one person that helped that commercial.
Ah, yes.
No, not one kid gave a rat's ass
Yeah, they're not gonna care.
if they're inhaling metal. Like, why don't they tell them what metal does in the body?
Mm-hmm.
Not that you're doing it.
And this is what metal in your body, lead poisoning can do to you. Let's see. So he says, yes, they pull some channels off YouTube TV like Disney, USA Network, and whatever else that was on it. Alita's like, need pain pills, and yes. Vindicator
Ouch.
says, my baby Liv got the jump on the manly one while she was training. The manliest champion can't handle her own heel tactics used against her.
Uh-oh.
So you're telling me that, once again, Liv couldn't use her words and attacked somebody for no reason?
Normal.
Violence. She turned to violence again. She really needs to
She
learn
can't
to use her
articulate
words.
words.
She needs to stop acting like a 3-year-old. Sophie says Yellowstone is on Peacock and Paramount Plus. Volterra says,
Oh, fumble!
Someone's vape in high school. I kept coughing. Yeah. I've never tried a vape. I probably won't start.
I can honestly tell you I've never seen a vape. Don't even know what they look like.
You probably have. You just don't know that that's what it is. Because your one friend smokes it all the time. Well, he would have one.
They carry
but
it like
would smoke
this.
Cigarettes too.
So you don't see it.
It's because it's like a pacifier.
Like
Thomas says, just watched the last episode of Archer season 12. They did a nice send-off for Mallory Archer as her voice actress Jessica Weaver passed away earlier this year.
Oh, dang.
Oh.
Was she old?
Well, that's pretty cool that they did something that nice.
All right, here comes the bigger version of the man that just came into the ring. Every time I saw this guy, I was like, hey, it's Finn Balor, but on steroids and taller.
Hey, a growth spurt. That's weird.
Austin Theory's getting some cannons. He didn't have those arms when he was wrestling
Sophie says
before.
Archer, another show I never got into. I think I saw an episode.
Archer, is that the funny one?
It's like a cartoon. It's like drawn. Yeah, we've seen some like things.
And he's
of
like
it.
super serious. He's like a detective.
Or something like that. But it's funny.
Can't even remotely break it free. There.
Oh my god, crazy.
What do you do?
Take the whole bag and then take one side with the bag and pull it. Anyways, Vinegar says when Becky loses at day one, she should join Orton in retirement. Neither have nothing else to prove or offer except antagonizingly long promo speeches.
Oh, yeah?
Interesting. Voltaire says everyone in my college class vapes. Gross. Sylvie says Jessica Weaver was also on Arrested Development. And Cool says here's Austin. He's
that sounds
here.
way familiar. Huh? Wait, maybe it was a band.
Arrested Development was a show. I think it's on Netflix. Cool says here's Austin. And Sophie says Tuesday Night Football. That's good if you are football fans.
Yeah, you like LA or Seattle? The Redskins or the Eagles? Saturday football? Oh, yeah, because I can't believe it's already December. I forgot.
They're in their final stuff, huh?
Yeah, college is over, so they play their games on Saturdays, too.
That's crazy.
Holy shit.
Sylvie's like, my sister watches Archer. Yeah, I'm sure it's funny.
I think he's like a detective, like 007 with dry humor. I think that's a movie.
What the show's about?
Yeah, that's what Jeremy wanted me to watch it years ago. Along with not Trailer Park Boys, but the Letterkenny
Oh, yeah.
in Canada,
Letterkenny.
which I never did.
I think it's weird.
I think he just likes it because the one guy just beats people up. Which is just weird.
I guess that's a reason to like something. Why people watch wrestling.
All right, Austin Theory got Finn Balor in a headlock.
Those kids don't like it. Sophie says I used to watch South Park and Family Guy. Volterra says I'm not interested in football, but everyone in my town dresses up.
County him. Do we know?
Volterra? Oh. Never asked where they were from.
Is it a college team or a pro team?
Did they dress up as football players? Somebody got a flag on that play. I wasn't watching enough to know.
The Viking guy's down still. But I think he's just faking it. These NFL guys are vaginas.
Pussies.
Hey, I got told to fuck off today by a professional wrestler.
A loser one.
No, I'm not kidding. A professional wrestler told me to F off today. His name's Eric Young. He used to be in WWE.
Now he's such a loser, nobody knows where he's at. But somehow he's like
I'm pretty sure
verified.
he's in TNA or whatever. He's like, fuck off.
Huh.
I wanted to text back and say something mean, but I didn't.
I'm glad you can articulate words.
Right.
Too bad you couldn't do that in the WWE.
Very well spoken. You'd have said things like that on TV, you'd have still been on the roster. Use your words.
So it's like there are sports fans like that. Every sport out there, and some like only one more than the other.
What? What are we talking about?
Sports fans.
I like sports. Look at that guy got jacked. That's how you hit somebody.
And then get a flag thrown on you.
Well, they shouldn't throw flags for it, but that's how you hit people.
Indecent exposure.
So the Bears have orange stripes on their helmets now, which they could have had 5 years ago. I don't know. I wasn't really watching. I was going to tell Danny, hey, you should come over and do the wrestling with us. We're going to be watching Bears football. Because you know he's watching this.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure he is.
Every play, just swearing up and down a storm. Well, they keep fumbling.
Those bastards. Keep it in your hands. Motherfuckers. So it's like my aunt watches football and baseball, and she used to love baseball.
I used to love baseball also. I stopped watching it. It was my favorite sport by far. There wasn't even a close second.
Okay.
But I haven't watched it in 2 years.
Well, Tara says they wear colors and merchandise. Like, because you're in a town that's like where a team is at? Or it's just, did you want those? Do you want them to make you sick?
I just didn't eat food.
I haven't eaten really what I ate earlier, like at lunchtime.
I just got to be careful with these because I can eat the whole bag and get sick.
I know. That's why I put them away. Cool says Braun Strowman and returned somewhere.
He did. Ring of Honor for a minute.
Yep.
I think they're going out of business, so I don't know.
He probably just made an appearance. So he's like, my aunt likes to watch baseball, but she isn't totally interested in it like she was. Sophie also says, I live in a state that doesn't care about baseball. They are only interested in football or hockey.
Ah. What state's that?
Florida.
They got 2 baseball teams.
New Jersey.
They have 2 NFL teams. Even though they're called New York teams. But the Jets and
Look
the
at
Giants
that.
are
How
both
sad
in New
is that?
Jersey.
Both commercial.
I know.
Commercial everywhere. Everywhere's just fucking commercial. The Winter Olympics are coming. They're coming.
I'm Peacock.
They're coming. The Winter Olympics are coming.
On the 3rd.
On the 3rd. Looks dumb as fuck. Looks dumb as fuck. Oh, they're back.
Yes.
Austin's trying to get a win over what's-his-face? Old Finn Balor.
Really old Finn Balor.
Hey, it's Picola. It says hello, Monday Night Fam. Hey, Picola. How was your weekend? You ready for Christmas? Ready for Christmas? Hey, did you get those cards out?
Mm-hmm.
Good job. Congratulations on your achievement. Cool says, they back. Who's they? Who's they? Oh, are you talking about Austin and Finn? Yeah, they are back. They're throwing each other around. You almost can't tell who's who. I'm confused.
They are
which
clones.
Which one? Oh, the one with a beard is Finn. I got it now.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell them apart with their faces. Because, like, I've watched Muppet Christmas Carol and Harold and Kumar Christmas back to back.
I need to watch the Muppet one. I need to watch the Disney, both of those. They're both on Disney.
Oh, good.
But the Muppet Christmas is on there, and then the Mickey Mouse Christmas is on there.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my favorite shows.
We watched quite a few Christmas movies. I tried to watch. How long did it take me to watch Scrooge? It took me 4 hours to watch Scrooge on Sunday or Saturday.
Sunday.
Yeah.
You went to Walmart in between.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
He said it bears repeating. The Bears just did a good defensive play.
The Bears did their stuff. The Bears did something they were supposed to do.
Mm-hmm. The corner.
He's like,
Should've
yeah,
picked it
I
off.
almost got it. You're supposed to catch it. Yeah.
If he could catch, he'd be a wide receiver.
Didn't do his job. Voltaire says I only have the sweatpants with the team logo because they were a gift.
Did we
I
find
don't
out
have
what team it
anything
was?
to make an outfit with them. No, Voltaire is very quiet about what type of team it is, whether it's a college team.
Well, I think he said the NFL.
You can always tell us just a state, you know. Sophie says, me and my mom and our roommate watched Mary Poppins Returns a couple weeks ago. That is not a Christmas show. What the hell?
2 and... Oh, so close.
He almost got to take his selfie, but couldn't.
Who's going to end it right here? No.
Oh, he almost didn't make it. Pickle says, yeah, I'm knee deep in the holiday cheer. Yeah, you are. Making sure you're drinking some spiked eggnog and whatnot. It's probably a good thing. Rumming it all up. Rum it
over.
up.
It's over if he lands this, and he's going to.
Look at him go.
Austin
Hi-ya!
Theory just lost to Finn Balor.
With his jumping.
1, 2, and 3. He lost.
How is that even a real move? Like, seriously. Did you see that? That person had their wiener dogs in hot dog costumes, and they went to go get a hot dog to eat in front of them.
Nice.
How terrifying. Terrifying. Those poor little wiener dogs do not get wiener
Should
dogs.
never have one of those.
They have horrible back problems, by the way. Do not get them.
So do my German Shepherds.
I know, but they're little dogs. You would think they wouldn't have problems, but they have problems. Don't do that.
They're long.
Mm-hmm. Sophie says that Vinegar says LO not being able to tell Theory and Balor apart does sound slightly racist. LO. No, I'm teasing. How is it racist?
She's white. She can say it.
Excuse me. How is that racist? I didn't say in color. I said in stature.
You're saying all white people look the same.
Yes, I am. I am saying that all white people look exactly the same to me. Cool's like, oh no. Sophie's like, what are your plans for Christmas this year?
I have none. I'll probably be here by myself.
Oh! No, you won't.
Oh.
I'm not going to be gone that long. Bitch, please. We're going to be doing a goddamn nothing. Oh, wait. We're going to be doing streaming. You guys should watch us.
We are going to be watching a little bit of Rampage, but that won't be till about 8.
It's still Christmas. You guys should be drunk by then. It should be fun.
Drunk.
Walter says it's NFL. Sophie says Christmas is my fave holiday. Cool says yes. And Pickle says, haha, that's cannibalism. What's cannibalism? What is it? What happened? What's cannibalism?
I like cannibalism. I've been reading a lot about cannibalism. Marie smacks him. Oh, are we going to see that Cutting Edge show or whatever it's called?
Maybe. You know, and then he tells me about it. He's like, oh my god, that's what I learned today.
Cannibalism.
Well, Tara's like, I used to have a miniature wiener dog. Did you dress it in a hot dog
So
costume?
in the Congo, they chase pygmies to kill and eat them. These are real people that are 5
Everybody
foot
plug your ears
tall.
real quick. La, la,
Oh,
la, la, la,
spoiler
la, la, la.
about cannibalism.
La, la.
Because they think their flesh is
La, la,
magical
la, 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 la.
in the Congo.
There's sensitive ears out there.
If you don't want to hear about cannibalism,
Don't bring up cannibalism, as Piccolo says. The wiener dog thing was cannibal, right? Those poor dogs are like looking at their owner like, why are you eating our friend? That's funny. Sophie's like, we also saw the Muppets Christmas show that came out a long time ago. I forgot that it was really a thing.
yeah. I used to love watching the Muppets. Da, 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 da.
Ayla's like, I'll be over on the 24th and going to Grandma's on the 25th for a few hours. Oh, yeah? Grandma's.
Old Moss.
Don't you have a party you have to be to on the 24th, too? The old lady party? Are you sure you're going to be able to
Ain't
get your
nothing
fat
but
ass
an old
around
lady
all those places?
party.
Lard bum. Piccolo's like wiener
Bitch,
dogs
but
serving
I
up
paid
dogs.
for it, bitch.
Right? It's so weird because that was part of the commercial. The person literally had their wiener dogs dressed up in hot dog costumes while they were at a wiener cart getting a hot dog on a bun and eating it. And the dogs were looking at their owner like, oh.
Either the Vikings are the greatest team I've ever seen, or the Bears are the worst team I've ever seen.
Well, let's see. The Vikings are 6-7, and the Bears are 4-9.
Yeah, maybe the Bears need a quarterback.
Cool says Ms. TV. Goes la la la. And Sophie says, too bad wrestling isn't on Christmas Day. Then my day would have been complete. There is some wrestling on Christmas Day.
There is. We're going to be watching it live.
It's
Rampage. Oh,
wrestling, and it's on Christmas Day.
Christ mass.
So he says it was called The Muppets Letter to Santa.
Good stuff.
What you looking for?
I already know what. You know what I'm going for. It's right there. A Rampage.
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
9
Our time.
o'clock
So 9
Eastern
o'clock
time.
Eastern.
Everybody will be drunk as a skunk. They put it in the middle of A Christmas Story. Oh, thank God. Does it take it away? Oh, thank God it takes it away. It's not playing after that. But it plays all.
We could stay on. We could be on
day.
all day.
Just watch The Christmas Story all
Be like,
day. God, no.
All right, he's going to shoot his glasses out right here. This where he shot. Oh, he shot it.
The Nick here says, I know Hannibal Lecter is the most famous fictional cannibal. He makes Dr. Kevorkian look like a saint.
Yeah, but Dr. Kevorkian was a saint. He was just Dr. Kevorkian was only killing people that were sick and on terminal death. That is a saint, isn't it? To take somebody's life that wants to die.
Yes.
It's like putting your dog down, but you're a human. Put me down.
Right.
And he did.
So it's not like he murdered these people. Like,
that we know.
He gave them a choice.
No, he didn't give them a choice. They came to him.
Because they had a choice. They had a choice. They could live with whatever happened, or they could go to him and say, I have a terminal illness and I don't want to live through this anymore. Help me.
Let me play that Jack Kevorkian. I'm docked to death and
in some states, they actually do let you do that. Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. I think in Oregon they do.
No.
Yes.
They can't do it. It's against their code.
No, you can do it yourself. You don't have to have a doctor do it. Doctors don't.
Like the doctor assigns it to you? What are you talking about? Suicide's legal?
Like, yeah, if you're a terminally ill person, yeah.
I mean, that's what hospice is anyway. But still.
Ayla's like, nope. Oh, you're not going to the birthday party, huh? And here's why. Ooh, got a good juicy story. My brother on my dad's side. You have a brother on your dad's side?
He's got all
Which
sorts of kids.
The 15th one or the first one? Just kidding. His kid had a birthday party on Saturday, but no, we couldn't go because Jordan's a turd. Why couldn't you go? Why is Jordan a turd? Why did he make it so you couldn't go? So no more birthday parties I will attend.
Is it a competition to see who can out stubborn who? It won't make for a very good long relationship.
Yes, it is about that. Pico says you can watch wrestling any day of the year if you have YouTube or Peacock.
Yeah.
Pico is very correct.
But I just want to watch it live.
I watch new stuff. I don't watch all this old garbage you guys talk about all the time. I don't even know what you're talking
Although
about.
I would do an old one. Like, we could start streaming old.
No! I do enough streaming for you people.
Starcade 1.
God, no.
Starcade 2. Starcade 27.
It was like, he won't go to mine, so I won't go to his. Call me Miss Petty. Cool says, it on. Wait. It on! SmackDown breakdown.
It is.
They have to give us an update of what happened on SmackDown last Friday.
It was last Friday.
Oh, wow. They actually made it earlier. So does that mean they're going to have another breakdown later on in the Raw show? Oh, my goodness. Pickle's like, I started watching December Monday Night Raws from the Attitude Era. Wow, it's racy as fuck.
Oh, it is. There is naked women in them. I don't know if Peacock shows the boobies, but Jacqueline would literally be on people's backs with her boobs out. Just
nice.
Just titties out.
So he's like, why do wrestling on Christmas night? So you can ask that question.
They want it to be a special.
It's special.
And Christmas Eve is more important than Christmas Day anyways, correct?
Okay, so I would say Christmas Eve and the first part of Christmas Day up until like 2 o'clock in the afternoon
until
is
you
like
start
the special
eating
part
or
of
whatever.
Christmas. And then the rest of the time is either you're enjoying
Right.
whatever fucking presents, going to parties, going to other people's houses, eating dinner somewhere or something like that with family. So I don't really consider it that big of a deal Christmas night.
Right.
Like the rest
But
of the
Christmas
afternoon
night
and
can be a blast if you're with good people and good fun and stuff, the party stuff. But I think the Christmas, Santa Claus stuff's over by 2 o'clock.
Ella says, yes, they do, Travis. It's legit to let go of terminally ill people in some states. Yeah, and I think like Oregon or Washington, the closest one to us, I think, is one of those. one or the other of those states. But you literally have to go through, you have to like put it through paperwork and stuff like that, and you literally have to be proven that you're terminally ill and stuff like that, and you can make that choice.
Just go jump out of an airplane.
And not have your parachute go off?
Yeah. Wouldn't that be funner?
It might be more terrifying, but sure.
You're gonna die anyways.
It might be fun at first until you go,
I want to live. Oh wait,
ground.
I'm gonna die anyways. Blah.
Unless you're just like, I'm gonna do more fun things until I just die doing it. So it was like, I have been watching Raw from the beginning in '93, and now I'm on July 15. Piccolo says, hey Tom Petty. Cole says, Christmas special, Thanksgiving special, Valentine's Day special, Kwanzaa special, Brownie Day special, and New Year's Day special. I want to do the Brownie Day special.
Sounds
way
fantastic.
more fun. It was like easy for you to say, Travis. Jordan has like 150 people in his family compared to my 20.
Trust me, I know.
So I guess I look at it like this, Ayla. It would depend on who it was, where I'd begin my pettiness. Like, because it's his Meemaw, and Meemaw's like in her 90s, you know, and your Meemaw who was in her 90s just died. I would consider that kind of special, you know, but I don't think I'd be like, yeah, let's go for 5 hours. I'd be like, hey, we can make a 10-minute appearance, and that's it.
Party don't start till we walk in anyway.
Like, I'll have one slice of tiny piece of cake and I'm leaving. Kind of stuff. But, you know, I mean,
better not blow on it.
So he says, did they say anything if AEW is going to do Rampage on New Year's Eve?
I haven't heard anything yet.
Well, I don't know if they will, because they kind of talk like they're not going to have live shows until like January 5th.
Liv is going to be on tonight.
We'll be traveling back and forth, but I'm sure we'll get home in time for wrestling. Yeah, hanging out with us. 9 o'clock at night. People, it's at 9 p.m.
9.
Your time. So I'm pretty sure you might be back around a TV at that point. Voltaire says, after Christmas morning, no one really cares. My family just moves on with their weekend.
Right.
I mean, that's normal, right?
I mean, I like to play games, though. I would like to have friends and actually play card games.
Right. You know, and
like,
happens. You know, my family, we would, like, eat, like, around noon to 2. And then we always had a puzzle to put together and it was stuff like that.
Miz decided to do one of those weird wife storylines. So Bianca Belair said she will never do this.
I hope
and then
not,
the Miz did it. With Ford. She's like, I will never do a breakup or a cheating storyline. None of that. She's like, I just don't need that extra drama in my life.
Right.
But Miz is like, fuck it.
He's like, I know my mom. I know my girl love me. I know my Maurice love me.
We got 2 kids sealing the deal.
Sophie says, how many people will actually watch wrestling on Christmas Eve and night?
I think it'll be
I don't know,
more than they normally
sure
get. So I'm going to say around 600,000.
Pickle says, my stepbrother makes a mean holiday margarita.
Yummy.
Ooh. What does he do to his margarita to make it mean? Ayla says they inject you. It's hospice that does it after you've had an evaluation. Cool, same here. Sophie says, I keep forgetting AEW Rampage is still a thing.
I know. Tell me about it.
Well, the party would be 3 to 6 probably, but her favorite restaurant closed, so it'll probably be here. Sophie says if they do Rampage on New Year's Day, they would go up against Day 1. So what you do, Ayla, right, if it's going to be like at a decent time, because she's older, right, so they aren't going to have it late. They're going to have it kind of early. You just stick around. She just
said 3 to 6.
Exactly. And then you say, I have a prior engagement that I said I would be to, you know, and I stuck around for this long. Now, that's not being petty. That's being a normal person. So I think you should just be there and then say, well, I have to leave now. Bye.
I don't feel like that was a bad block. He's pushed his hands on the front of him.
Oh, they're all bad. Like, they'll flag anything anymore. It's really pathetic. When I was watching on Thanksgiving Day, it was amazing what they flagged.
We were just sitting there like, playing football.
Oh my God, you guys need to just have touch football because this is fucking
what the hell?
Shit.
Moss just got rid of the chair.
Maybe it didn't fit him. I didn't need that chair. Thanks for removing it for me.
I wonder what Moss's furniture looks like.
Hopefully it looks normal.
You think they don't make it oversized?
Sophie says if they do Rampage on New Year's Day, they would go up against Day 1.
Yes, you read that. That absolutely. Now they could do it earlier in the day.
Cool says I meant same here for Brownie Day. Oh, okay. I'm like, what are you?
But isn't there bowl games on New Year's Day? So they're going up against college football games.
Yes. Pickle says we play the Heads Up app and sometimes pull out Scrabble. Man, you guys really like to party with Scrabble, don't ya?
I would never play with Scrabble.
How about
Games Against Humanity? That shit's funny. What's the other one that I like? What do you guess what other people... It's the same game, but with not murder and rape.
I don't know. Which one?
Same game.
We have it? Apples? I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
This category. I can't remember. I think it's the one with the questions. And anyways, everybody has cards and they throw them down. Isn't that what it's called?
Maybe. I don't remember.
You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know which game you're talking about. I just don't remember what it was called.
I think Almas is a little upset with AJ. Oh, shit! What'd he hear? Almas.
The man closest.
AJ gonna get beat up here in a second. Yeah, what kind of man does that?
Do you know my wife?
Woo!
She can take care of herself.
Whoop! Oh, he went backwards. Oh, it's the dumbest move you can possibly do in football. Dumb.
Kayla's like, she hates parties. She's always making the rounds to find her ride home early from her own party. She's like, oh, can you take me home?
I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'll meet you out in the car. Here's $20.
It's her own party, and she's like, I'm out of here, bitches. And everybody's like, where'd Grandma go?
She went to the bathroom. Oh, okay.
Ayla's the one that took her home. No, just kidding.
Jailbreak. We got Grandma on Wrestle Again.
So we second meant to ask how many people will watch wrestling on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Who knows? People don't.
A lot.
You know, people are at home on those
Everybody
days
watches that wrestling's going to watch wrestling.
It was like you asked and they answered. Who is they and why?
They.
It was like Cards Against Humanity. We need to play again. Yeah, because the last time we played, you were like, you're big old fat ass pregnant with Ozzy.
But that was a long time ago.
Thomas says, I have to work on Christmas Eve. Please pray for me. What do you do? I forgot. What do you do for a living? Are you in the medical field? I know Ravi is.
This summer, we'll do a lot of stuff outside on the deck. I'm planning on setting that shit up in mid-March.
Oh my god. Are you trying to kill me? Out there being like, I'm here on Wrestling Gab. It's snowing again.
We're not going to be doing this out there.
Oh.
I'm just saying the deck's like ready to party.
Well, if we get that plastic, if you had that plastic up, we could be out doing stuff out there probably now, except for all the crap on there. And too bad that stupid thing blew apart and fell apart, or else we could have put some of this shit in there. I need to get rid of that couch. Who's taking it?
I don't know. I haven't even talked to anybody about it.
Oh, I thought you maybe asked Brandon about it.
I did, and he couldn't find he doesn't know any, so.
Oh. He doesn't have a way to
I'm
get
put
it
it in
there?
April's camper. Here you go.
It would just sit outside and get ruined.
I'm joking. Like, she's like, I don't have any heat. Will you fix this heater?
And then you fixed it,
and it's still sitting out there. I told her on Friday, she's like, woohoo! It's still sitting outside.
Guess I don't care if they have heat or not. Yeah, I saw it out there, and I'm like, why is it still here? I was like...
I've got one downstairs.
I know why you put it in the backyard, or by the back door. But I was like...
Yeah, I didn't want to light it in the house.
Well, not just that, but then other people, you know, it's in your
The Mysterios just showed up, by the way. And now we're back on commercial. What is up with the NFL and wrestling synchronizing their commercials? All right, we're back with football.
I don't know. Sophie's like, I played Cards Against Humanity, and it was like shocking. Piccolo says, my nephews and one niece are like 14, 12, and 8, so they provide the entertainment as long as it ain't fireworks. Haha. Well, it could be fireworks as long as they're outside.
Yeah,
we do them inside, that's a little frowned upon, but being outside's fine.
Yeah, we might be doing a little fireworks display on New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve, definitely. Christmas, no. Sophie says next week is the final Dynamite episode on TNT before they move to TBS, and they probably won't announce if they are going to do Rampage on New Year's Eve or day until this week.
Right.
It looks like she does. She'll ask them if they're tired, then hint to go home. She used to be my excuse to go home early. It was like, my feet were huge back then. I had to wear George shoes.
Yeah, they did. They blew up. All
yeah,
water weight.
Poor thing. Yes.
Looking like the ninja on Big Trouble in Little China.
She had all kinds
when
of
he's
weird
like,
problems with each.
And his face is... and then he blows up.
Right.
That was Megara last night, too.
Don't say that. I'm glad she didn't pop. That was scary.
Right? Her noises she started making. I'm all downstairs. The T-Rex escaping. I'm like, what is that? She's like, that's your dog. I'm like, Arcus? You're like, no, her. I'm like, ah! Vet 911. It's funny. She's like, when can you be there? Like, 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like, such weird stuff happened with each pregnancy. Ayla.
Yeah.
Like, with Ozzy, it was like she swelled up like a balloon. Then she had some shit happen with Indy. Ayla says, give them fireworks, Fat Lisa. Do it. Sophie says that there will be times when the WWE and AEW do go head to head in the future. That's when the war begins.
No war.
Is it a war, though? Oh my god, seriously, Corona. Get a new fucking commercial.
I'm pretty sure this commercial is from when I was in high school.
That's what I was saying. I'm pretty fucking sure this thing's over 25 years old for that goddamn commercial. Thomas says, can anyone tell me if Five Guys is good? Okay, so this is the best way to eat Five Guys. If you go to Five Guys and you get a burger, right? They don't season their burgers. So the first thing you ask for is salt and pepper. Like, to go with your burger. Or get salt and pepper to put on it. And then put that on it first before you eat it. And then they're delicious. If you like really soggy fries, and a lot of them, and you're not allergic to peanut oil, then they are good. If you do not like soggy fries, and you are a crispy fry person, then you will hate them immensely.
What's a soggy fry?
It's very soft. Like, they have maybe kind of a crunchy out, but not really a crunchy outside, and they're just kind of soft.
I like soft fries, too.
I like both. I like the hard, crunchy ones, and then I like the soft, like, limpy ones. Like McDonald's fries. Like, my favorite McDonald's fries are not the perfect ones. It's the crunchy, gross ones that everybody either really loves or hates.
Yeah.
Or it's the soggy fries that are just completely limp and just long and just soft and mushy. The ones that are all perfect and normal looking, I'm like, ew, these are gross.
Bears are going to need a quarterback. You can't have a quarterback that runs the ball. It just doesn't work.
It was like, yeah, my feet were scary, big, and swollen. Yes. Ayla's like, Five Guys is okay. Ayla says that's why I'm not having any more kids.
So they're
like, sure, Five Guys is
quarterback just ran out to the receiver position. What are they playing, like college football?
I don't know.
No wonder they're not scoring. Text Danny and tell him his team's stupid. Migos!
Piccolo says, I forgot, are they fresh cut? Yes, they are. They're fresh cut. They cut them every day for their stuff. So they're fresh. They even have bags of potatoes when you go in, like, in their little wine stuff. They have bags of potatoes, like, right there. Anyways, in the Five Guys in our town, it does. But, I mean, it just depends if you like fries like that. But I actually don't mind Five Guys hamburgers. They remind me a lot of, like, old school diner hamburgers. But you have to put salt and pepper on them. That I learned that because I was always like, everybody always was like, Five Guys hamburgers are pretty good. And I was like, they always taste so blah. And so I finally just started putting salt and pepper on the fuckers, and they started. I was like, wow, these are really good. So yeah, it looks like you eat it like this. Start with the smallest guy, so you don't get too full too fast. Go up from there. If you eat all 5, it's free. Sophie says, next week begins a whole new era of having pay-per-views on Saturdays. And Sophie says, I went to Five Guys once. It was okay. Sophie says, I prefer Chick-fil-A than Five Guys, though. It was like you would prefer Chicks over Guys. And Sophie says, KFC is also good. Okay, we're not talking about chicken places, though. We're talking about hamburger joints, not chicken. Hamburger.
Chicken.
Hamburgers, not chicken.
What about a hamburger chicken?
Vindicator says, I like either curly fries or spice fries with the ridges. Five Guys has neither. Nope, they just have regular good old potatoes cut up and
has anybody ever eaten a lizard? Have you ever eaten a lizard?
No, I usually try not to eat lizards.
I was just wondering if they taste like chicken. Because I guess they're really related to birds. Like, they're very, very closely related to birds.
That would make sense. They look like tiny dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Oh, Walter's in the chat, though. Hey,
Walter.
Says, hey, Travis,
Rey
delete the
Mysterio.
good Raw. Hey,
yeah, it's doing fantastic.
It was like, hi, Walter. Sophie says, I like all types of fries. Thomas says, had a KFC today as I had to go to work earlier. Had the Triology box meal. I find KFC too sodium.
Feel too much salt.
Too
AJ gets his knees up.
And I like my salt. But KFC is just too salty. Because, like, Checkers fries
is Amos going to tag? Amos isn't even reaching out.
What a jerk. I've never been to a Checkers.
He turned his head. He's pouting.
Oh, he's like a 4-year-old. That's sweet. Very large one.
That's a giant baby. 1, 2, 3. AJ just got paid by Rey Mysterio, the legend.
Nice. Good for him.
Hey, when is Randy going to kick him?
I don't know.
He should kick him.
He should kick him. Sophie says, I like the Wendy's Frosty. You know what I don't? I really don't like Wendy's Frosties. They have no flavor. Like, absolutely none. Like, they're the most blah thing I've ever had in my life. Wendy's Frosties. Like, they have no flavor whatsoever. If I'm going for soft serve ice cream, I'm going to go to a little podunk-owned, locally owned place in our town, Tasty Freeze. Because their fucking soft serve ice cream is so good. Like, their chocolate is fucking chocolate.
I guess the trick is when you go to a place.
Oh! I called him a piece of trash. AJ got all up in his face.
So they're broke up. AJ goes right after almost.
He tried to go up in his face and he can't.
He looks like a child beating up his dad.
Oh, you better hurry.
Well, you better take his knees out. This looks ridiculously funny. Phenomenal forearm.
He did phenomenal forearm him, though.
Another big one. He'll get caught here. This is a really bad breakup. Like, just a dumb one. Like, all fart, no poop. This could have been a way better breakup.
Mm-hmm.
AJ's in trouble. Oh, right down on his midsection. You want to drop 8 feet?
No. Walter says, I can stay for 30 minutes, but on Wednesday I will be here at 8 p.m. AW on time. Sweet, Walter. Cool, says Hamchigger. Hamchigger? A Hamchigger? Sophie says, I haven't had a Wendy's Frosty in a while, and Walter's like, Rey Mysterio for the win, and he did, Walter. Cool, that hamburger with chicken. It looks like Sophie's always got answers for questions no one asked. Walter's like, I went to the dentist today, no cavities. You haven't been eating enough candy.
At day one. 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 Trash ass. You trash ass. Next time you see me, it'll be in a match with you. He needs work.
As he tried to spit all over him, it didn't work very well.
He shouldn't jump off things like that. He could break bones. Anyways, I guess the trick is when you go to get ice cream is you say that you want a smaller one. And then they fill it up because they'll actually do it bigger. And then you say, oh, never mind, make it a large when they're done. And then they'll just, so it'll be like that.
Oh, that's the hack, huh? James Howell is in the chat. Hey, James, how's it going? And Walter says, Ray won. Ayla says, wow, go Walter. That's awesome. Pico says, it may be rallies. Checkers and rallies are the same. But are Are they west of the Mississippi, Piccola? That's the biggest question of the night. Because I've never heard of either. I mean, I've heard of them.
What is it?
Because of things I watch. Checkers or Rallies. They're a chicken place. But I've never had them or seen them.
Sounds very NASCAR-y.
That's why I was asking if it's even west of the Mississippi.
Is it in Talladega?
Says, oh no, they might be breaking up. They did. They broke up. Walter's like, thanks, Ayla. And Ayla says, never heard of either. Fat Lisa. Piccolo says, Walter, way to go. And Roberto says, the Miz is right about them too. Thomas says, I'm now a fan of Taco Bell.
And then he fumbles.
As Ayla says, ew, Thomas.
This Fields, is that his name? Fields
Ayla,
for the
maybe
Bears?
It's different in the UK.
Terrible.
You should text Danny and
I
tell
did.
Him that. Your Bears stink butthole.
Whoever this
stinky.
Fields guy is, it's time to move forward with you two.
He's stinky.
He's small, first of all. He doesn't look very tall, and usually you want a taller quarterback, but look how small he is.
Yeah.
He's tiny. Well, that receiver's smaller than him, I guess.
Let's see, as Ayla says, ew, Thomas. I have to agree, like Taco Bell here, but maybe in the UK it tastes different. I don't know. Sophie's like, what is your fave Christmas movie of all time?
Christmas Carol with Jim Carrey. It's 2009, I think is what it came out. I like Home Alone. But Elf is right there with those.
But which one's your fave?
It's definitely the Christmas Carol. I could watch it 30 times in a row. Although I can watch Elf 30 times in a row also.
Yes. Walter says, okay, Amos beats up AJ. Sophie says, Amos versus AJ for day one. They didn't say day one, but it's happening against each other. Piccolo says, I thought he was going to F5 AJ. Luna's in the chat says, it's the betrayal of Styles. Piccolo says, Shaq voice, though. James Howell's good. Walter says, Elf and Christmas Story, Sophie. Piccolo says, okay, back to Annie Live.
A Christmas Story, huh?
Ew, seriously, Piccolo? You're watching that? Blasphemy on Annie right there. Randy Orton in the chat with the angry face because Randy's coming out. And Sophie says, I didn't expect them to break up that tag team that quickly and to have them face off.
Yeah, and just have it like with, all fart no. The only thing
really
I gotta
weird.
say right there.
Well, there's like Randy Orton, and Randy Orton is got the championship stuff. And Thomas says, why do people keep saying that about Taco Bell?
Some people are just haters, buddy.
Okay.
I love Taco Bell.
There's a lot of people that are huge fans of Taco Bell.
Loved it.
Okay.
Never had one bad experience at Taco Bell.
I like more authentic Mexican food, not Americanized Mexican food, really.
Right, but why do you even consider it? Like, it's a hamburger.
It's
a hamburger compared to a taco compared to Taco Bell. It's just three different food things. It's fine.
Right, but most people consider Taco Bell Mexican food. Like, they consider it like, oh, that's real Mexican
If you
food.
want to compare a Taco Bell taco to another place's taco, that's not how you do it.
I mean, if we're going to compare fast food taco places, let's compare Taco Time, Taco John's,
yes,
and Taco Bell. And if that's the case, I would pick the other ones over Taco Bell any day. And the reason being is because it don't like me. It is like the most, like...
It'll cleanse you out.
It is the most cleansing food. And that's what I'm saying. It might be different in the UK. Because here, and for me in particular, it does not like me. So I have had their food, and it tastes weird to me, so I don't really enjoy it.
I like their little tacos. They were like 50 cents or something. The soft ones.
Mm-hmm.
And just eat like 30 of them.
Little flour ones?
Mm-hmm. They're just little tacos.
Yeah, like
They're
when
basically
I get the taco
lettuce
boxes,
and a little bit of meat, yeah.
Yeah, the taco boxes that I would get from McKenna, and you guys would eat like all of them.
Mm-hmm.
I get like 6 hard and 6 soft, and then sometimes you're like, just get all soft. You want some? No, it's okay. You guys eat them. You guys would eat them all too.
Oh yeah.
Like I would sit there and you guys would be like, meow, 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 meow. I was like, it's terrifying. Because like Thomas, they bring him back Mexican pizzas. Sophie's like, Elf is a horrible Christmas movie.
What? Who said that?
Sophie did. Who else would?
Why would Elf be a horrible Christmas movie? It's one of my favorites.
Mr. Vicky is in the chat saying, hello guys, I'm back, and Travis is still wearing blue. Ugh.
I know.
I told him before we started too. I was like, I forgot to change to your red sweatshirt. And I was like, I'd hope it's better in the UK. It's street trash here. Taco Bell, 90% of the people here just accept that they'll be on the toilet for hours after eating it. I know, right? And they're okay with it. Like, that's fine. Just puts more in you. Works. It's like, Sophie says, I think mine is Home Alone. That's a horrible Christmas movie, too. Because it's not really about Christmas, is it? I mean, it's about some kid who got abandoned by his parents. And then he thought he was cool by making up all these things to thwart some, you know, people trying to steal crap out of his house. After they got hurt multiple times, the stupid bastard still went after him, thinking, oh, gee,
he's got to go see Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
It's tit for tat, my friend. Tit for tat.
Well, yeah, but you like the movie.
I do. I like Elf, too. I don't really consider them horrible Christmas movies. I could think of some horrible Christmas
he did not.
movies. Oh, he didn't? Why, that loser face. Chris says, hey, Travis and D. Hey, Chris, how's it going, man? You know, Thomas, you never did tell us what you do for a living. Like, what do you do for a living that you have to work on Christmas Eve?
Butkus.
Like, you don't have to tell me exactly. Like, you could just say what field you're in that you have to work. What the fuck is that guy making? Because it looks delicious.
It's a Chicago pizza.
Is that a Chicago pizza?
Mm-hmm.
It's a Chicago pizza right there.
Chicago. All right. Chad Gable. Is he going to wrestle Randy?
I was like, Thomas, it's just yucky. It's not real meat. It's chemicals. It's radioactive straight from Chernobyl. Chernobyl. Sophie says, I saw Annie live on Peacock. I stopped watching it after an hour. I just feel that the Annie live is blasphemy to what Annie should be. Chris says, well, here in Texas, we have a Texas Tex-Mex version of tacos, but they are still good. Sophie says, I thought Taco Bell was for drunks or stoners. No, it's for
That's
families
Jack in the Box.
that want to feed their children good food. Jack in the Box is the one for stoners. Are they, though? It's like, I'm fucking lactose intolerant and I can't eat gluten. They're like, eat the fucking pizza!
She got a piece, too. Looks like rubber.
She's like, I'm gonna fucking pay for this shit later. It's like Taco Bell.
Where's she at?
We don't know, sir. We saw her running across the field holding her ass going that way.
She ran down the tunnel. Holding both ends. Chad Gable, Randy Orton. This is ridiculous. Randy should have already won this match.
Right? Pugel says, yeah, there's better taco shacks around here. Like, right? Like, even the taco trucks are even better.
What
like,
do
go
you
to
mean
an authentic,
better?
like,
that taco truck
Mexican
in town is the best taco in town.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that is the best taco. Like, that's the taco you want, not Taco Bell.
Oh! Jambalaya, sorry. Got excited there for a second.
It was like Taco Time isn't bad, but not my favorite. But they're all a laxative.
I like the one that has the tots. They're called Mexi Tots. They're just little tater tots.
They were flat. That was Taco John's, and we don't have one anymore.
That was so good.
Yeah, because we still have a Taco Time, but we don't have Taco John's.
Look at that interception. He threw it right to him. There was no receiver within 30 yards of that ball.
That's really weird. Chris says, have you heard the news about Tay Conte potentially being a homewrecker and having an affair with Sammy Guevara?
Good for her.
Good for her. Have you heard
her.
that Sammy Guevara is a dick and he cheated on his fiancée?
Where's the receiver?
What a jackass.
So where's the receiver in this? I got to find this. Because there was no one home. Oh, he fell down. Now look at this safety.
He's like, I'll take it.
Homeboy just threw it anyways. You don't throw the ball if your receiver's laying down.
He's like, I don't understand.
Excuses. He's like, it's not my shit fault.
What? I don't understand. I didn't throw that. It wasn't me. It was this other guy.
I'm a victim.
I'm a victim.
That victim mentality will get you far, cousins.
Sorry, we're not watching what's happening.
All right, back. Somehow, Chad
Gable.
Gable's still in this match. Randy, end this, please. This should have ended 15 minutes ago.
I thought we were done. So it was like with Peacock, you can watch certain events at the same time as they show it on regular TV. It was like, Sophie is the most annoying thing ever. Can't stand her.
I wish they would do that when Raw was on. Put it on Peacock. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
But they don't do that.
Voltaire says, I'm never on the toilet from Taco Bell.
Me neither.
Have an iron stomach.
Ever. Not
Thomas
once.
says, the thing is here, we lack Mexican restaurants and the cuisine.
We would get Taco Bell on the way to the ski hill and then ski all day. Like, you know how hard it is to get out of ski clothes when you have to poop?
You just poop.
We would wear our diapers just in case.
You just poop.
There it is. Randy ended it.
Randy
How
finally
in
won.
the hell was that match so long? Chad Gable's not even close to that level. Oh, he almost hit Otis with it.
This is everything Sophie likes is garbage. I'm not a fan of
Nope.
it, but I don't bash people for liking it.
Here it is.
I don't
Third time's the
watch it.
charm. No. Randy got to get out of town. He tried 3 times to get Otis in that.
He's like, holy.
Come on, Randy.
I'll eat you.
I got the meat sweats.
I went back to eat my ham. I've got the meat sweats. Anyway, Sophie's like, why is Elf a good Christmas movie?
What do you mean, why is that a good Christmas movie?
Because they said it was a horrible Christmas movie, and we said it's not a horrible Christmas movie, and now Sophie's like, why is it a good Christmas movie? Because it has all the feels
Because
in
it has Santa. It has
Christmas.
It has adoption.
It has elves that make toys.
Yeah.
It has a love story.
It does have
has
a love story.
Grinch who becomes...
Character change. We want development in our character, right? So he goes from a bad guy to a good guy. The dad, James Cain.
We have a guy who gets close with his new brother.
Mm-hmm. And
so we have a family dynamic.
Very family friendly. And then they're singing with
and
all.
And they save fucking Christmas.
And he decorates the whole mall. At Bennigan's or whatever it was.
The place that doesn't exist. They save Christmas. So those are good Christmas movies.
He missed that, I
think. Good feel-good Christmas movies, even if it does have funny stuff in it. Home Alone isn't really about... Like, I mean, it's a feel-good movie in the sense of, he does all this stuff and his
family left him.
Yeah, his mom left him.
So, I don't know about you guys, but if you have kids or if you have brothers and sisters and stuff, it's impossible. That movie's impossible.
It is.
Just because there's other kids there, you still don't know. You don't forget who your children are.
No.
So, like, as she's going to the airport, she would still know she has 5 kids, right? Just because there's nephews, you'd be more concerned about the nephews and nieces because they're not yours, but you would still notice your kids aren't there.
Right.
So it's impossible to happen anyway.
Voltaire says, I work at the ball on Christmas Eve. And
so he
Thomas
is mad
also
at MVP.
says, retail, I'm already doing a midnight shift on Wednesday. Oh, fuck. I pray for you, Thomas. All the crazy people who did not do their Christmas shopping before. I am so sorry, my friends. You and Volterra, I am so sorry.
So we are going to get that tag team match later on tonight.
As Ayla says, let's move in with Thomas and we'll open our own Mexican joint. I'm Hispanic. We can do it. We can. And we have enough stuff like that we could do some pretty awesome stuff because I've got a great carnitas recipe and you gave us that really quick barrillas recipe. I have to try that. I have to try it because it was fast and I have a stupid pressure cooker.
Ayla. I'm Jeff.
Jeff. My name is Jeff.
Hey, Ayla, speak Spanish to him. I'm Jeff.
Hola. Gracias.
Damian Priest.
It was like, Sophie, shh. Bigelow says, I refused to eat Taco Hell when I was sloshed. I would think it would just make you want to throw up, personally.
So the ones that I liked were the tacos at Jack in the Box. They were 2 for $1, and I'd get like $10 worth, like $20, like 20 of them or whatever.
Right, 20
when
tacos.
I was hammered drunk.
Right.
And I would just sit there and
with
just
hot sauce.
pour hot sauce on them. And they're like just grease with meat and some corn.
Cheese on it.
With some cheese and some lettuce. That's it. And you just throw that in your mouth. You got to peel the paper off of it.
I know. I've gotten it for you when you were not sloshed. Sophie says, Elf isn't a horrible Christmas movie. It is funny. And one of those movies I can see only once and not watch again.
Oh.
Funny movies you can watch all the time, but, I mean, because Home Alone's funny, but, I mean, to each their own. It was like we have a Mexican joint that's like Taco Bell, but it's more authentic. Roberto. That was my drunk place. Well, yeah, because you could buy a goddamn burrito and it'd feed you for 3 days. It was like, hey, Sophie, we get it. It was like, down, girl, down.
Halftime.
Chris says, I don't know what she sees in him, LOL. You don't know what sees in who. Who, Chris? Who are we talking about? I don't know. Oh, what Ty Conte sees in Sammy Guevara. I don't know. He's like totally a champion now and like stuff. Who knows?
I feel like she's more in his league than the girl that he was Pam or whatever her name was.
I'm gonna say that Ty Conte is completely out of his league on another level of out of his league.
He's a handsome little guy. Like
he can be.
He's not very big,
but he's not
little.
in the same league as her. No, Oh hell no. She way higher in the league than he is.
I don't know. They have the same body.
Like he's kind of like nah.
Except for she has
the girl he was trying to get with was like.
Like,
you know, so he is like going
all
above
I was every time. I mean,
league.
you can go back and watch that because we saw it and we obviously called that, so you'd have to look up the date and then look at our thing. But we were both like, "What the fuck? Like, why is he dating her?" Like
she was like wearing a muumuu and shit. And
I
I'm
was like, "Wait a second, is this for real, or are they just joking and making fun of people?" Like, I was like, "That." She must be really nice.
She must be really nice. Sophie's like, I've never been to Jack in the Box.
She has a great personality.
You're missing out there, Sophie. Picola says Sammy and Pam were so cute together, crying. Oh, whatever, Picola. Sophie's like, I like Burger King for breakfast along with IHOP. Picola's like, why do I imagine the Dumb and Dumber scene when his tongue gets stuck out on a pole? It was like, why? And Picola's like, snap, the spirit of Christmas. Sophie says the Christmas story that gets played all day on Christmas Eve every year. Yeah, it's dumb.
Yes, it's going to be on all day this year,
Sophie's like, Die Hard is a good movie that I could watch anytime.
I like Die Hard.
And Thomas says Die Hard is a Christmas film. Exactly!
I like part 2 better than part 1. Myself, but part 1 is really good, by the way.
Picola says, imagine 15 kids in a van and not finding Kevin. What a silly plot, then it happens twice. I know, right? In New York, he gets lost in fucking New York. Sophie's like, do all the Die Hard movies take place during Christmas time? The first and the second one, but not the third or fourth, I don't think. Piccola's laughing. You know what? Actually, you could almost say one of the Lethal Weapons is a Christmas movie, too, because one of the Lethal Weapons takes place during Christmas.
Does it?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yep. I don't know if it's the one where he's the bomb on the toilet one, or maybe it was a different one. Pickle's laughing and stuff. He's like, actually, it happens 3 times with Home Alone 3. And Cool says, I love Home Alone 1 through 3. Alita says, my favorite Christmas movie is The Sound of Music. The Sound of Music isn't really quite a Christmas movie, but I guess it could be.
The Hills Are Alive. Yeah. Is that the World War II one?
Yes, with what's her face.
Was it Christmas time?
During part of it, yeah. That's where that, Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Yeah.
A deer, a female deer.
A female deer.
Yeah, and then there's my favorite things. A few of my favorite
I haven't seen it.
Whiskers on kittens and whatever. Crap.
Mm-hmm. Not crap, by the way. That's
crap. Sophie says, do people forget they made 4 Home Alone movies? Yes, because we choose to forget.
Anyone that doesn't have Macaulay Culkin, it doesn't count, right?
Yeah.
Like
anything garbage.
Once it starts jumping on that remix train, you know, where they just keep doing it.
They're so dumb. Ugh.
Is that Mackenzie? Oh, no, that's Dana Brooke.
That's Dana Brooke. Tinkle Dumb, nice for bringing me here.
She's very bouncy.
It was like, no, Sophie, it's not about Christmas. It happened on Christmas. Dude, Die Hard is a Christmas movie? Yeah, fucking is a Christmas movie. He literally goes there for Christmas. Hello? Ooh. It's during, they're having a Christmas party.
Oh, what are we talking about?
Die Hard.
Yeah, if you listen to the first scene, it's Rum DMC singing a Christmas carol.
Yeah.
When he's in the limo on the way to the,
Nakamura
from the
building.
Yeah.
Or Takamura, or Tankamura, or Takamura.
Oh, look behind her. Tamina.
Oh, no, she's going to get her.
Tamina's going to watch him.
Santa!
I said, ho, ho, ho. Oh, shit. No, Dana rolled out of it.
All the way over.
Tamina can't run.
She has to let her try to get away.
We could do that outside. Just dangle lights everywhere.
We don't have any tree things to do it on. What would we dangle them off of?
Just cables.
See if we can decapitate somebody.
They don't have to be that high or low or whatever. Her knees are bad. Look at her knees.
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap. Her legs literally like that.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's not good. Not good. Alita's like, H. And Cool says, I never watched 4. Alita says, had Taco Bell yesterday for dinner. You okay? You okay today?
See? She's fine.
Is that why you're hiding in bed? I'm just kidding. It looks like, Sophie, they are not Christmas movies just because they take place on Christmas. Why are you the way you are, bro?
What?
It's literally not about Christmas.
What makes a Christmas movie a Christmas movie? We need...
What's the definition of a Christmas movie then? It has to be about Christmas and only about Christmas?
There's going to be a lot of Christmas movies that aren't about that.
Home Alone ain't a Christmas movie then, is it?
What's the one with every time an angel sings, a dollar gets its wing or whatever? A bell gets a wing?
It's about him wanting to commit suicide.
That has nothing to do with Christmas except for it's at Christmas time. And that's one of the most... But that movie is also a classic movie. But it is not about Christmas, so it can't be on there.
Ernest Saves Christmas is
Although,
about
is
Christmas.
Santa in
Why
that
is Ernest Saves Christmas about Christmas?
Because Santa Claus is in it.
Fucking saves Christmas!
This wrestling gab's going to be about Christmas.
That's
Christmas
why Rampage is on Christmas night, because the Christmas story marathon. Chris says, plus we all know why Sammy wants Ty. The same reason why you want her, Chris.
That butt.
You know. Y'all know. Ayla says, you blow my mind. Is it just wind between those ears? Cool says, what about 8-Bit Christmas? I don't even know what that is.
8-Bit?
On HBO Max?
Hey, that's a new movie. That one looks good. I haven't seen it yet.
Sophie says, what about National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation? Fucking classic.
But there's no Santa Claus, so it is not a Christmas movie. Even though it's called Christmas Vacation. I don't know what the guidelines are for Christmas.
I thought he dressed up as Santa. Didn't somebody dress up as Santa in there?
No.
Oh. Trading Places is definitely a Christmas because he dresses up like Santa.
Mm-hmm. He eats salmon out of his beard.
Ayla says, okay, now I know. If anything Christmas happens in my movie, it's a Christmas movie. Excuse me, I'm stupid. It's true, though, because they even consider... What's that movie you told me is a Christmas movie that I said, that's no way that's a Christmas movie? Fools Rush In, or...
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of those types.
One of your weird...
A Serendipity.
That one.
Because they're shopping for Christmas presents.
So Travis says Serendipity is a Christmas movie.
If you're going to go with the guidelines that Lethal Weapon is, or whatever it's called.
Well, that's what I said. Like, so that's what Ayla's saying. So it was like Home Alone 1 and 2 were a hit. The rest trash. But she says, okay, now I know if anything Christmas happens in any movie, it's a Christmas movie.
Right. Yeah, there's one called something like, what do the Europeans call break? Holiday. Yeah, it's called The Holiday.
Oh.
That one, they consider it a Christmas movie?
Yes. Cool says 8-Bit Christmas on HBO Max. It was like Home Alone 1 and 2 were hits, the rest trash. I mean, I agree with that. I didn't like the other ones. They're weird.
Well, they don't count.
Sophie says Die Hard and Lethal Weapon movies have been debated on if they are Christmas or holiday movies for years. Ayla says I'm making a point. It's mute and I'm Jewish. Sophie's like Die Hard 1 takes place around Christmas. It takes place like at Christmas, basically. Vindicator says, Travis and Duluth, you guys didn't set up any Christmas trees this year, did you? Neither did I, for the record, because of my negative history with trees. Yeah, because they just attack you in the middle of the night.
We have a little white one that's probably about 1.5 to 2 feet tall. That I think she was planning on doing something with. But I'm not sure she's still going to do it.
Piccolo says, oh boy. Alita says it has Xmas in it. Ayla's like, if you enjoy it, watch it on Christmas. I like Jeepers Creepers, so that's a Christmas movie if I watch it on Christmas.
Watch that Krampus or whatever it's called.
Krampus. Alita says, happy Hanukkah. Cool says, yep. And Sophie says, so both Bad Santa movies are Christmas movies. That's what they say, actually. They say Bad Santa is a Christmas movie. Lieutenant Martha says, that's Zoe being a badass. So Cool says, it's good. Alita says, I love the old Serendipity.
I love Serendipity. I watch Serendipity any day of the week.
Yeah, because you're
John
a
Cusack.
rom-con freak.
John Cusack freak.
You're like, I love rom-coms.
Except for I don't like his weird serious roles, but like the one where he's a psychopath.
Me a voice message. I have to hear her Spanish.
Oh God.
Let's hear. I want to hear her, see if she says it's gracias.
GF.
Ooh, she said her name is Ayla. Mi amo es Ayla.
Yep, you can start your restaurant right away.
There you go. That's all you need.
Somebody comes in speaking Spanish, you're going to be like,
Just go, okay?
Okay.
Okay? Okay?
2? Dos?
Dos? Walter must have fell asleep. He thought he left us and I didn't see his bye-bye text.
He's like, I'm off, like a prom dress.
Well, it was only going to stay for like 30 minutes.
Has it been 30 minutes?
I don't know, probably. Vindicator's like, tough guy Travis is a softie for rom-coms. That's a Christmas miracle, lol. Yeah, he really likes them. It's kind of funny. He's like, I do not. I'm like, dude, they're called rom-coms. They're romantic comedies. It's fine.
I like comedy, and so if it happens to have romance in it, uh-oh. Would you not watch
they're
it?
literally called romantic comedies. I was like, they were going to make a sequel of Elf, but Will Ferrell said no. You cannot do a sequel to something that's perfect. It would be ridiculous.
How many movies have a better part 2 than a part 1? I can think of 2. Madagascar 2 is superior to the first one. And The Godfather 2 is superior to the first one.
Alita says, hola, co.
Hey, and by the way,
está
right?
bien, gracias. ¿Y tú?
But I actually watched Madagascar 2 before I watched 1. And so when I watched the first one, because it's so much worse than the second one, I was like, this is fucking dumb.
Just think if you would have watched the first one and then the second one.
I know, it'd probably
You would have just been like, wow, this is pretty funny. And then you would have watched the second one and been like, I am fucking dying!
Right? But I was dying. I mean, the second one I've watched 300 times. Easy. I watched it when it first came out, pirated on the internet.
Put your hands up in the air!
And there was people like walking in the movie theater in front of it. The guy's just taping it. That's when I first watched that shit. It was like in Hong Kong or something. It had subtitles in Japanese or something. It was pretty funny.
It was like, did you like my authentic Spanish accent? It comes from my roots. My blood wears a sombrero. Nice! So he says there's a movie called New Year's Eve. It is awesome. It is by the people who made Valentine's Day.
Never seen it. What was the movie?
New Year's Eve.
You know what? I have seen that. Mm-hmm. I don't remember it, but there's like 4 different stories going at the same time or something.
It's kind of reminds you a little bit about like Elmo's Fire in the sense of the story things. Not good, but like how they have different stories going on with the different characters. But they all like culminate or whatever. Right. Pickle's like maybe 3.
Culmination.
Like, A Quiet Place 2 is better than the first, I think.
Never seen that.
Gould says everybody hates Chris as a show about Chris Rock's life, and it's good. Pickle's like Terminator 2, Aliens, Empire Strikes Back. Alita says, I'm with you, Travis.
Okay, hold on a second. Star Wars doesn't count because it was meant to be a trilogy. That's a little tougher. Like, I guess so is The Godfather, but...
That'd be like saying, like, one Lord of the Rings movie is better than the other.
But Empire Strikes Back isn't really number 2, it's 5.
That's only if you count the other 3 that they made later on that
you have
are
to,
before his thing.
But they're actually called 1, 2, 3. Even when he released those were 4, 5, 6. The originals. Hmm. Now, the Millennium Trilogy, they don't belong. Like, so you don't have to watch those for the story. But the original 6 you have to watch. That's the actual story. He just didn't want to make them because he didn't think people would be interested. So he made the 4, 5, 6 first.
Right.
But if you want to put it in there, I guess Return of the Jedi is better than Star Wars.
Alita said, I'm with you, Travis. Either for rom-coms or Madagascar 2 is better. Sophie says Die Hard or Jurassic Park have better 2s than 3.
I didn't like Jurassic Park 2 better than 1. I can't even remember which one 2 is.
Isn't that the one...
One of them's a paraglider goes in, and there's a pirate, like a... And
2's the one with the little girl.
That gets bit by the dinosaurs?
Gets bit by the dinosaurs,
and then they go hire him to go to the island to search for their kid? Or is that 3?
No, that's 3.
That's 3. So 2 is the one with...
The what's his face? The fly.
With the guy, the guy with the fly. And he has his daughter with him, and they go there, and it's got, what's his name, the funny comedian guy? Mm-hmm. And then his girlfriend's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, not even close.
The first one was just amazing. It was like Mexican Americans don't like to just get into gang fights. They like flowers and music and white girls named Debbie too.
Literally one of my favorite songs. Mexican American.
So it said everybody hates Crystal Pica. Hello, Mexican Americans are named Chata and Chila and Chima and have a son-in-law named Jeff.
Yes. Uh-oh, yeah. Damian lost. Dolph's gonna get that title shot.
Ooh.
Dolph won this match.
Thanks to his buddy out there helping him.
Well, it's because he can't control his temper. He's just like Liv Morgan.
Right, he has no words. Walter's bye. Oh, Walter came in and said bye.
Walter,
okay, bye, guys.
good to see you
Wednesday
here, boss.
night for AEW 8 p.m. Thanks, Walter. Bye. See you on Wednesday. So it's like Harry Potter 2. Cool says, "Oh, I only do it on Peacock." LOL.
So right after that part of the movie, when Cheech is singing Mexican Americans,
it'll have another verse.
Chong comes in, but I can't say that. So
it was like Mexican Americans don't like to get up early in the morning, but they have to do so. They do it real slow because like, LOL, I don't count the prequels. I'm old school.
There you go. I'm with you. If you don't want to, that's fine.
And that's how I look at it, right? Like that's how I look at it.
I just like it because I like it because it's Vader's background. But you couldn't pay me to watch the Millennial Trilogy.
Oh God, no! That one I watched. I went with my brother to watch it, and I almost died. I literally wanted to like stick straws in my eyeballs.
I'm debating on watching Solo.
Alita's like, sure. Sophie's like, with prequels, it is a little hard to judge them on it. Bryce is in the chat. Hey, Bryce! Says, hey guys, what's up, Sarah? I didn't get a chance to show up on the WWE Friday Night SmackDown live stream. How's everything going? Great. How are you doing? You ready for Christmas?
Oh, shit!
Or do you celebrate
Austin
Christmas?
Theory attacking Finn Balor after losing because he wants to go talk to Vince, but he can't because he lost.
How's that feel?
How does it feel? It feels like I won and you are pouting, is what it feels like.
Alita's like, correct. And Ayla says, I hate Jurassic Park 2 with a fire. Hate it. I can't get into here. Cool says Ziggler 1. Sophie says we are getting Lethal Weapon 5. Alita says watch those this past weekend.
They're doing another Lethal Weapon.
They're really too old for this shit. Mr. Vicky says what's going on in Raw, guys.
It is Austin Theory
Dolph
just attacked Finn Balor.
Got to win.
Cutting Edge is on now.
But Dolph Ziggler did get to win a spot.
Yeah, he got a chance at the title. He
has
the title shots now.
To get after Damian Priest's title because he won that.
He did. So now he has an opportunity to win the title.
Doing a little bit of
Can Dolph beat
stuff.
Damian?
I don't know. Alita says, but P-Cola. And Thomas says, going to buy James Bond No Time to Die tomorrow on DVD. Look,
Heck
Sophie, there's a DVD sighting in
Whoa.
our chat. Yeah, they still make them. That's so weird. So it was like everybody loves Raymond. It's also an awesome show. Alita says Walter X. And Pico, I think she meant kiss. Kiss, kiss. Pico says, I've never seen the new Jurassic movies.
I haven't seen them either. I've seen
We've
one
seen
of them.
the one with Chris Pratt.
But I haven't seen the Volcano one, and then I guess they came out with a new one.
Right. That one with Chris Pratt that we watched
I like it.
bad.
But it's still Jurassic Park, so it's part 4.
Yeah. It was like Mexican Americans love education, so they go to night school and they take Spanish and get a B. Vindicator says, I'm going off topic with a question about non-Christmas movie Gab-related material. Ew, Vindicator.
Come on.
But Travis, what did you think of Jake Paul knocking out a former UFC champion out cold? It was mesmerizing.
What was that?
Oh my God, I read it.
Oh, you were like.
What did you think of Jake Paul knocking out a former UFC champion out cold?
You didn't need to read the.
It was
the guy's name.
mesmerizing.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I thought.
Really? Was it
yeah.
though? I was hoping he'd get his ass beat.
Well, yeah, you always. I mean, you're either gonna buy it to cheer for him or to watch him lose. But I know if he loses,
but I didn't have a choice.
if he loses, his brand's done. And then nobody takes him seriously.
I can't take it
And
seriously
so by what
anyways.
he did, now he can fight kind of like a Conor McGregor or something, where it's a bigger time name and lose. He's going to lose eventually. He's just kind of building up slow against the celebrities that he's fighting.
He's building up, trying to pretend that he's some great boxer when he's not. It's like, dude, if you're really a boxer, you're going to actually fight
Right.
boxers.
Right. There again, you're comparing Taco Bell to Mexican food.
Yeah, and he's Taco Bell. That's the problem.
This is the celebrity version.
He's the diarrhea in everybody's pants.
This is the celebrity version of it. So who's he going to fight that's a celebrity?
So pathetic. And no, it shouldn't be. He keeps saying that he's a boxer, and yet he's not. Haven't seen it yet. So if he's like, I only saw the first 3 Jurassic Park movies, I haven't seen any of the new ones, so Ziggler's like, run, run. It was like, don't, Fat Lisa, if you like the original. As he said, never seen the new Jurassic movies. Alita's like, I. And Cool says main event of the night, I think.
The main event is going to be the tag
whole
team
hour
match.
to go.
It's the tag team match.
It looks like the new Jurassic Worlds are trash, barf, sick, puke face.
Really?
Films in the chat. Hey, Film says, oh, hey, Miss D and Travis. Sorry I'm a little late, but how's it going? And Dolph Ziggler won. Congratulations.
Yes, he did.
To him.
Count out because Damian's temper.
He did. He won his chance to go after that title. Sophie says about Men in Black, which one was good? The very first one and
Ooh,
only
I
the
liked
first one.
I liked the very last one too. Even though I really like what's his name, Tommy Lee Jones. That last one's really good. But I have a hard time with time traveling in movies. So if there's any time traveling, it just never makes sense.
Are you talking about the last one of that particular series of the Tommy Lee Jones ones, or the last one that they just made with what's his face and a girl?
No, it's Tommy Lee Jones. He's in it for a second, but it's he's chasing like an old like a ghost from the 50s or something.
Right.
And so it's Tommy Lee Jones's character, but he's younger.
Right. So it's the original series.
I don't need it to be explained to me. I know exactly what it is.
Well, I know,
I'm
but
just
they've
saying I
done
really
other
liked
ones.
that
It's
one.
weird.
Part 2 I can't remember, but it could be better than the first one. I don't know. I like the first one. I like the second one. I like the third one. Or fourth one or whatever. I don't know how many there are. And no, I haven't seen the one with Thor and the girl.
It looks like Mexican Americans love their nanas and their nonos and their ninas and their ninos. Nano, nina, no. Alita says the vaccine will make you cry.
Are you going to do Chong's version too?
Sounds like it.
Chong's verse? You know Chong's verse?
No, but
I'd have to mute it.
Pickle's like, did you get the Pfizer, Alita? Mr. Vicky's like, Travis, I messaged you. Alita says, yes, Pete. Thomas says, it's easy to win fights when your last name is Paul and your opponent will take a dive for a huge payday.
There's no way that guy took a dive right there, though, man.
Oh, no, he got punched bad.
He kept doing this, and then he'd put his hand down. What is he doing? And he just, blah.
He was actually doing really good. You, cut him open and beat the shit out of him. Film says, did I miss some women's matches?
Just one. Bianca and, the only one.
Bianca
the
and Doudrop.
24/7 one was a women's thing.
Yeah, but not.
And that had Tamina and Dana Brooke. And Dana Brooke still did 24/7. Rematch with Finn Balor. Don't lose this one.
Mm-hmm.
How do you become a ruthless? Ooh. Erasing. You're fired. Who's so happy?
So happy. Oh.
All right, it's a cutting edge. We're going to see Maurice, and she looks fantastic usually.
Yeah.
See how she's dressed tonight.
Alita
Hopefully
says,
with more
yes,
clothes
Pete.
on.
She got the Pfizer one. And I'm sorry.
I want to
make you cry. That's terrible.
I want to see her with a little bit more clothes on.
Who?
Maurice.
Oh.
I think she'd look fantastic in clothes.
Pico says Jake Paul equals freezer burritos. And Vindicator says, yeah, Logan and Paul, Jake Paul are probably more cut out for the WWE than even Brock Lesnar or Ronda Rousey, with them being more good at entertaining than fighting. Pico says, oh, I'm sorry, Alita. Cool says Vincent. Alita says, why? Sophie says, for some reason, my stream went all the way to the beginning on your channel.
Oh, dang. That usually means it stopped.
Pico says, only Dewdrop and Bianca. Yeah, that's the only female one we have. Ayla says, I like all the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit's heart favorite. Sophie says, I like Harry Potter more than the Lord of the Rings. Ayla's like, no, I'm done, Travis. Travis, I can if you want more Mexican-American lyrics.
No.
Mr. Vicky says, Travis, I messaged you, but you didn't reply. And Alita's like, yes, Ayla. And Ayla's like, probably because he's busy. Pickle's like, senile old man.
It looks like she's wearing more clothes.
Vince senile?
I just thought
Alita's
maybe
like,
she could have wore pants.
Because I'm pretty sure, Alita, that Piccolo doesn't want you to cry because you got a shot. Nobody wants anybody to cry.
Nobody should cry. Did you cry because it hurt, or did you cry because it was scary?
Alita's like, Vince has dementia. I don't know. He seems to know where he's at and what he's doing, so.
No, you don't run a billion-dollar company if you have dementia. I mean, there are some people that run billion or trillion-dollar countries that have dementia, but.
That's really weird. I wonder where that's at. So it was like Harry Potter, the first movie, turned 20.
It did.
Mr. Vicky says he's not busy, he's boring. It was like, yeah, you would, Sophie, because you're a giant child with zero taste. And it was like, you're a boring weirdo. Mr. Vicky's laughing.
She sounds very nasally. Not gonna be that way.
She's from Canada, the French part, so that's why.
Where do I get messages at? Like Instagram?
Possibly. Film's like, can't wait to see my beautiful dream woman Bliss show up at the Royal Rumble. Film's like, hashtag Bliss armpits gay. It was like, probably doesn't want a private message, a little kid.
Well, I don't know where it would be.
I didn't know it was going to be a therapy session.
So, I guess Joe said, yeah, you can go to jail for not having a safety belt because the police want money. They want bribed.
Oh, God.
And if you don't have any cash with you, they'll just arrest you.
Oh, Jesus. Poor fucking Joe and his girl.
It's like Mexico.
My God, it's horrible. So what he's telling you is either don't break the law or have lots of money to bribe the police.
Rubles or whatever they use.
I don't know what their money is called, but money.
It's probably the same as Europe.
I take care of everything. So he says it's funny the WWE released a lot of people because of budget cuts, but for Kevin Owens, they gave him a lot of money to re-sign.
She does it all.
That's why they released a whole bunch of people so that they could keep big names like that. Sophie, don't you know? That's usually how it works.
I want to know where these private messages are.
I don't know where they are either. The private
Do you text me? Do you have my phone number? Uh-oh, is she going to quit?
She gonna cry? Film says, is Bailey back from her injury yet? No. Sophie says, where are all the mods? Well, it's a good thing you asked, Sophie, because now we got one in the chat.
Mod just showed up.
Hey, Luke. How's it going, Mod? Mod man. Mod face. Mod person. Mod.
Edge is a hero for not hurting Maurice.
Thomas says, Greg's for lunch tomorrow. What's a Greg's? What's it do? Vindicator says, Travis, who you think is prettier between Maurice, Eva Marie, and Penelope Ford? I vote for...
Ooh, Eva Marie probably is the prettiest out of them. I like Maurice, though. And Penelope Ford is the youngest, so she's probably the most well put together of the three.
Ford. That's who Vin goes with. It was
yeah,
like,
that's
why?
what I said, too.
I'm not getting kicked out of here, ha ha ha. And it was like, he's not here.
He didn't do it, Maurice. He stopped. He's heartbroken
says, I don't know
in
why
here.
People hate the Miz because he's actually a true entertainer. Ayla. hi, Luke. Looks like, what have I missed? Alita's like, hi, Luke. Looks like, hi, Ayla.
I don't know if anybody's buying
this. They
this.
offered Kevin Owens $3 million a year, and he might or might not have to a no-cut clause.
It's not a year.
Contract.
It's total.
$3 million for his 3-year contract, so he gets $1 million a year. Film says, come on, Liv, stop crying, get it together. Film, that's Maurice. Sweetie, that's a different person. She has boobs. Liv does not.
Yes.
Luke says, who do I have to mod into Oblivion? Nobody.
No, I think people just like to see the blue on the screen.
Ravi died,
no.
so, you know. It was like, just annoying people, person.
Yeah, he wouldn't do that to Beth
like,
because
Ayla,
he has respect for her.
Alita. People's like, I sent some DMs. There's some silly wrestling art I made on Adobe Creative
Oh,
Cloud.
this is coming down.
You sent us some DMs? In Instagrammy? Oh, you did send some great Instagrammy DMs.
Oh, just now?
Like, just now.
I just got on there.
Well, that's
Oh, Miss came from behind.
Let's see some art.
Maurice just hit him. Look at this. Guess Beth's going to show up. Are you guys excited to see Beth? Because she's probably going to show up either right now
well, Maurice,
or soon. She just smacked him. Yeah, she smacked him in the face.
Did she?
Yeah, I think she kicked him and then slapped him in the face.
She's laughing about it, trying to keep her boobs in place.
She's trying to keep those giant melons in her chest.
Giant melons. Giant melons.
Edge, completely decimated by the blonde bombshell.
That's pretty cool. Did you want to see the art he made?
I like cool things.
So it's Seth Rollins, and then you put the circles, and then you put stuff beside him or whatever.
Oh, no.
Seth and Rollins, and then the other one is he did like an overlap circle.
Mm-hmm.
Like the members of Team Taz, Fearless and Great Hair. So you have.
And they all culminate with Punk. Is that Punk in the middle? Oh wait, no.
No, it's Hook.
Oh, Hook's the common denominator.
Oh my goodness, Picola.
Oh, we're gonna see some women now. It looks like. I know somebody asked if they saw some women.
You know where it's at? I bet you is right there. You'll have to go look at that
okay.
Because it's probably a person that we had whatever before or something. Yeah. Live.
Shoot a chop. My brutality.
Hey,
she's coming
it's
down.
Rhea.
It's Rhea.
Rhea Ripples.
Ripley's Believe It or Not.
So he says Maurice is a lot hotter than Eva Marie and Carmella combined. Thomas says Greg's is exclusive to here. It specializes in pastries and sandwiches.
Yummy.
Sandwiches.
All things gluten.
Film says I choose Eva Marie. She's way beautiful and hot.
They're doing this again?
Oh, because Nikki and Carmella have been banned, so that way she'll get her chance to win.
Is Zelina Vega going to get her first loss since she's became queen?
Maybe. Film's like, I choose Eva Marie. She's way beautiful. Pico says, is Maurice is putting fake eye drops? Yeah, she totally put those fake ones. Alita's like, I love Maurice. It was like, use your better judgment, Luke. I have faith. I'm not getting banned. I'd assume if I crossed the line, Misty would tell me. Vindicator says Edge would never cross Beth because she could body slam him. Maurice can't do that to Miz.
No.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure she has other talents.
Oh, I'm sure she could beat the shit out of Miz. He ain't going to do anything.
Phillips says Eva Marie is better than Maurice in my honest opinion. Cole says Miz got what he wanted. He is now the main event. Pico says how predictable. And Film says, whoops, wrong person crying. Never mind.
That is not the main event.
As Pico says, Hook is the middle. LOL. But why? That's the question of the day, right? But why? Is it because of his weird hair? I don't know if I would consider that good hair. Like, eh.
The Bears have the worst quarterback in the history of the NFL, arguably.
Mm-hmm.
This guy is so terrible.
Pickle's like, that's probably the only Sophie statement I would agree with. That Maurice is hotter than Eva Marie and Carmella combined. Film says, yes, let's go women's matches, aka can't wait to see some beautiful women's armpits. You know, I do have to say that if you're talking about women who have had children, that Maurice is, yeah, definitely way hotter than even Marie or Carmella because they've never had kids.
Yeah.
So for a mom bod,
know
like a MILF,
we know she can.
yeah.
We know she can make body parts.
And in my opinion, that's pretty damn fucking hot. When you can make body parts, you got it.
Like if you can just make an arm, that's pretty impressive.
That's pretty impressive.
And then you can make a brain.
Philip's like, yes, let's go women's matches, aka can't wait to see some beautiful women's outfits. Nice, man.
Number 76 needs to get kicked out, maybe even suspended for like 2 or 3 games for the Bears. Look, now his own teammates going after him. Like, what the hell is your problem?
Ooh, are they going to kick him out?
He punched the guy in the face. He better get kicked out.
Did the other guy retaliate?
I don't know what that means. Like
Did the other guy do something back to him?
No.
He just sat there and took it like a bitch?
Well, he didn't have time to. There was a big fight. He came around and punched him.
Yeah.
Like around the pile.
They just gave him a personal foul. You have to get so many of them before they, like... You have to do something real bad before they, like, take you out of the game. Or have to get
I
so
feel
many
like
personal
punching somebody
fouls.
in the face. Watch 76 here.
Oh, hey. That
Watch.
guy, 90,
No, watch.
he pushed him first.
It's right here. See, bam.
Oh, he pushed him in the face. 76 was provoked. No fucking way. I know he got the personal foul, but that's bullshit.
See, his own teammate went after him.
He's telling him you shouldn't have went back after him, but those guys were all up in his face.
That's a
Yeah,
leader.
he
74
was wrong
is a leader.
For retaliating what he did because of what the other guys were doing to provoke him. Yeah, 76 should have never done that. And his teammate getting on his ass is what should happen.
Rookie.
But him getting the fucking foul is bullshit. The other team should have got a foul too.
You can push in football. You just can't punch in the face.
Well, they were fucking pushing him in the face. Their hands
I
were
didn't
in
see
his
it.
fucking grill. They were all up in here. Hey, you're Veer, dude.
I do. I like Veer.
They're showing him. You should get all up in it.
Coming to Raw. Come on, give us a date. Give us a time.
I don't know how to tell you when.
It's probably going to be after the new year.
Alita says, I'm getting my stitches out on Friday. Yes,
Good.
Christmas Eve day, stitches out. Fantastic.
Good timing.
Cool's like, oops. And Ayla says, good, Alita. Hopefully everything goes well. Cool says, sorry, I thought it was the main event.
No.
We've got another freaking 45 minutes.
Got another hour in this
But
biatch.
it's like, ooh, Rhea Ripley. Yes, I love her armpits. And Alita says,
Oh,
no,
hell, the
Atlanta
queen.
Do. Vindicator says, Travis, who do you think was always great on the mic between Adam Jones and Philip Jack Brooks? And Adam Jones is AJ Styles.
Probably Punk. Punk's probably a little bit better than AJ on the mic.
Kayla says, "Our moms
Which pains
hotter
me to
than
say.
non-moms. As a mom, I call you a liar, but I'm flattered." Bigelow says, "At my age, I find more single women with children than non-children. It's hard to find those ladies that haven't popped out kids." Cool says, "Okay, guys, see y'all later. I am going to do something else." All right, cool. Thanks for hanging with us for a little bit. We really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Hopefully
absolutely.
you're watching the rest of Raw or doing
Hang out with
something
us
different
this Wednesday if you want
yeah,
to.
come hang out with us Wednesday.
And
We'll-
Friday and
we'll be
Saturday. We'll be here on Christmas
Friday,
Eve and
Saturday.
Christmas Day.
So Christmas time. Alita says, "Me too." Ayla's like, "True, Fat Lisa. Hard to find a girl without kids from 26 plus in age." Vindicator says, "Tell Vince McMahon to sign number 76 to a next in line wrestling contract."
And don't be stealing the poo nanny from the single mom either.
Right?
Because they're very vulnerable because all they want is somebody to take care of them.
Yep. Phil says, "Rhea Ripley's armpits." Alita says, "My baby sister doesn't have kids.
Good.
I just have stepkids." Or fuzzy children. And fuzzy children.
Oh, Rhea went right after. Almost got a disqualifier, ref. She was in the ropes.
She's all like screaming.
Zelina Vega kicks her right in the back of the knee. Rhea Ripley's obviously a more physical, intimidating piece in this puzzle.
Cool says, "LOL, okay, bye, I will." Sweet. Take care. Be safe out there. Make good choices.
Couldn't get her with a DDT there.
Make good choices.
Look at this power. Oh! Right into a stunner.
Get her, get her.
1, 2. Rhea just gets that shoulder up.
SP Pickle says, dude, a kidless 30 plus is a freaking unicorn. They just had to make different choices in life. Hayla says, there you go, Fat Lisa. Alita's sister is a blank slate.
Unicorns.
Alita's like, my sister is 27. Ooh. Ooh, matchmaking happening. Chicka wow wow. It's just funny because it's almost like watching a Moss and AJ.
It almost is. Except for you're not going to see Moss get on the second rope.
No, but...
Oh, Zelina!
It's just so tiny.
Zelina Vega comes back down, saves himself.
Vindicator wants to know, you watching NXT tomorrow, Travis? You cheering for my girls, Cora Jade and Mandy Rose?
If I watch, I will definitely be cheering for them. So did you hear the Twitter argument between Cora Jade and Darby Allin?
Oh, God. Aren't they together? Are they the ones that are together?
No.
Oh, I thought he was...
They don't like each other.
Oh, I thought
so somebody had posted. So he had posted a video or something, and somebody had did a side-by-side shot of her and him on their skateboards, and he's like, "Oh, Rhea Ripley won.
She
Zelina
got
Vega
finally without somebody interfering.
Zelina Vega with her first loss as queen.
Oh, poor
That's too bad.
Zelina.
She was on a roll too.
She was doing so good.
Dang it. I was hoping that Zelina would somehow find a way to cheat to win.
Right?
But anyways, so somebody had posted that, and then Darby got in there and goes, you know, skateboarding is my life. It's my passion. I don't use it as a prop. And she came back, and remember, she's an NXT WWE. She wrote integrity and staying out of trouble with the law and domestic disputes. You know, I consider that as my gift. Or anyway, she just goes right back at him.
Right.
Like, but over his personal life.
Yeah.
She went right after him. It was pretty funny. I should have probably looked up the tweet so I could have read it instead of fumbling it all over hell. But anyways, it was funny as shit. Funny. And then, you know, I mean, she's probably 6 inches taller than him and outweighs him by 30 pounds.
Ooh,
she might kick his ass.
I think anybody could kick Darby's ass. I could probably kick it. Ayla could probably kick his ass.
Oh, easy, because she's smaller than Ayla.
Ayla's a 27-year-old unicorn. There you go. Film says, who is Rhea Ripley wrestling or going one-on-one against? Well, you already know
Zelina Vega.
Zelina,
it's over.
And she won, so you got it. Alita told you. Alita says, LOL, and Pico's like, LOL, I have to hide my wrestling obsession.
Yeah, see,
and
Cora
Alita says, not from her.
Cora Jade's 5'7" and 125 pounds, so she's probably got Darby by 25 pounds and about 4 inches.
If Robbie was in here, he could tell you all his stats, because he's a big fan.
Oh, I didn't click.
Okay, it's not working. I don't know what you're trying to do, but...
You click on it, it usually just opens it.
Well, I understand, but it might be because you're in something different or something weird. I don't know. But tapping it 5 times is not going to help. Alita says not from her. And Pico's like, Alita, I couldn't have more in common with you because we like wrestling. It was like, tell her about this awesome dude named Fat Lisa. P-H Pat, not F-A-T. He's tall, dark, and handsome, and he's got a good mama. Film says Rhea Ripley versus Zelina Vega. Yes, love two attractive women going against each other, showing off their armpits. I'm loving it. And Film says, let's go. Yeah, they already went. Vindicator's like, Liv Morgan, the highlight of this show. Let's go, Liv. And Pico is like, oh God, not Liv. And Alita's like, probably not. She grew up watching. Malcolm X assassination. Being a good person with no abuse allegations against me is a huge part of my life and not just a character I play on TV.
Whack. He's just,
Mic drop.
Because Darby can not do anything about that.
What could you say back to that? Like, because the truth hurts, my friend.
See, if I could get it to open, now I have to zoom in on it, so it's hard. Skating is a huge part of my life, not just a character I play on TV. And then she says that.
Right.
And then they both had to erase it, obviously.
Obviously.
I don't know, why is this just not opening? That's the weirdest thing ever.
Film's like, congrats to Rhea Ripley, and it was like, OMG, if y'all get together, you better tell us. They're not too far away. They're really close in states if she lives around where Alita lives, you know. They're in Georgia. Or is Alita in Georgia?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Atlanta.
she's in Georgia too. Right. Her and
Is
Walter
Cola?
are
I
in
thought he
Georgia.
was in Florida.
He is. So I said they're really close.
Right.
That's only if Alita's sister lives in this
Right.
in the same area. Then he's close. They're close. Choo-choo trains.
Close, like
trees.
within like 300 miles, 200 miles type close.
That's pretty close.
What's that mean?
Like, I consider that pretty close. Like, if you're, like, across, like, 5 states, that's not close.
In the east, that's not hard to do. You could be in Rhode Island and the other one lives in New York.
That's true, and it only takes you, like, 2 hours to get there. I mean, because they're all tiny and shit.
Or you're
I'm
in
talking about, like,
Pennsylvania.
the fucking west over here,
Yeah.
where you have to go across the whole state,
Oh,
and it
yeah.
takes you, like, a half a day.
Yeah, if you're 5 states away in the west,
You might as well just fucking fly.
that's like Texas to here. That's
Right.
5 states.
Yeah. Vindicator says Cora is not one to mess with. She's one of them bratty millennials who will turn 21 on January 14th.
Day after me.
You know what's funny though is she was very articulate with what she said, so it's not like she was bratty about it. Truth is truth. Can't
And
take
truth don't care about feelings.
Then you better go hide in the corner. Because says Darby seems cool and all, but yeah, I figure he's not not nice to women. Yeah, that's why he's not with his woman. Alita's like, not far, she does. Oh, cool. So she lives close. Nice, Alita. It looks like, OMG, y'all are meant to be. Find her, Fat Lisa. Find that unicorn. Thumbs like not to, meant to say two. TWO2. Luke says, speaking of Twitter, did you hear about Becky Lynch just going off and raking WWE and Vince over the coals for the video segment of Liv attacking Becky at her training facility?
No.
Becky is pissed.
Did not. That's funny.
Nope, didn't. Picola says Pensacola is maybe 5 to 6 hours from Atlanta. It looks like you can do it.
Meet in the middle.
You can do it. And the continuation of his stuff says, because the segment was edited differently than the two girls were told. Plus, it was apparently supposed to air on Raw, then go on to social media. But according to Becky, Vince changed the way.
Vince changes shit all the time.
Yeah, I don't know why anybody would
Biggie
be upset
graduated
about
from the
that.
University of Iowa, where he started as a defensive end. Biggie is a famous USA
Powerlifting champion,
champion.
and in 2010 became the top national heavyweight lifter, breaking some kind of record.
All right, Liv Morgan's in the ring.
This makes
Where,
me wanna
is that
throw up.
crocheted? I couldn't tell. I think she's wearing like a eating pad.
She's wearing her eating pad out there. She found her grandma's African. She made it into a sweater. Maybe she had Bo Dallas do it for her.
Her voice will cut right through you on it. It's
That's why I don't listen to it. It drives me insane. Vince changed the way to make Becky look stronger than it was originally intended. She said, all it did was make Liv look stupid, which is the opposite of what Becky was trying to do. She fired off a string of 21 angry tweets.
Well, I thought she was supposed to have a broken arm. How's she supposed to be wielding a stick?
Yeah, if her arm is supposedly bad, so you're telling me that what she did... So you're telling me that just putting a little bit of ice on it fixed her arm, and so it's not
that's
broken
how
from
I
last
heal.
Monday?
You just put a little ice on it. I'm done.
Put a little ice on. So in all reality, what they did kind of made it even more stupid. And the fact that she's out there like, oh, I don't have an injury. I'm not saying she had to fake an injury or anything, but all these other people who, like, got their, arms broken, kind of didn't really go around swinging sticks. Philip says Mandy Rose will always be hot, but her friends are also kind of hot too. I love hot girls. Team me up with other hot girls. Absolutely loving it. Is that Mr. or Meg? Luke says Liv's outfit was actually made for her by a fan. So Liv promised the 14-year-old female fan she would wear it tonight. Yeah, it looks like it was made by a teenager.
Right.
Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, I get it, you know, like being all like about your fans, but seriously? Like, fucking.
I don't want to take my earpiece out because I want to hear it, but I need like a filter. She's so
that makes it sound better.
terrible.
Alita says Biggie broke the bench press record for the training gym at Full Sales.
I bet. That dude, I bet he can bench a ton.
It says, do some of you remember when we tried to prank Luke? I changed my name as his and he freaked and banned me almost immediately. Good times. Yeah, that was awesome. He's like an overreactor like Liv. It's kind of funny.
She's done talking for a second. All right, so she comes into the facility.
So they still made her come down and do their little segment.
The man is fighting a dude, it looks like.
Because it's the man. She's got to fight men. Ayla's like, I can hear your headphones.
I know.
You can hear my headphones?
It's probably mine. Unless you put yours down there.
I did. I put it behind my chest. You can hear it through my chest. You can hear it through the chest and everything. That's crazy.
So Liv cheap shotted her there.
Here, I'll put this over here. They're like, we don't want to make you look stupid.
It wasn't Liv.
Oh,
or
it wasn't
Becky.
Becky.
She just hit some random.
Oh, but then they're going to make her look tough. Well, it doesn't make her look that bad. Oh, now her arm's all... So her arm out there is fine? Or is it maybe the sleeve?
So she tried a sneak attack and just hit some innocent.
Some innocent poor redheaded person out there.
That's crazy.
Some poor innocent ginger.
Good thing she didn't have a gun or something.
Minicators like the live crowd is not having a problem with Liv talking. It's the most tuned in they've been all night. Vin, that's called boredom. Boredom. You know it. You've had it before. It was like someone's I could hear a little. It looks like I wasn't overreactive. I legitimately thought it was Double A trying to be a horrible, stupid troll again. So I just ended it before it began. He couldn't even let the fucking joke play out. What a non-team player. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just teasing. Sounds like here we go. Here comes Liv Morgan. She's already down there, my friend. You're a little behind. I was like, Liv, whatever you do, don't cry. Just smile and be happy, and most importantly, be sexy.
Right?
It was like laughing. Yeah, bad timing on our part. So worth it, though. Luna's like, who was that other redhead girl? An innocent bystander. It was probably Becky's, like, stand-in. Alita's like, she's just monotoned.
What
that is
in
all.
the fuck?
I don't really want to listen.
Well, she tried to like tell a joke, but then she laughed at it. You don't laugh at your own jokes.
Well, you're not supposed to, because then it's not funny anymore. Because if you laugh at your own jokes while you're telling somebody your joke, it's not funny. So you have to keep a straight face when you tell your joke.
At least she looks good, right? Like, at least she's pretty. That's it. Like, at the bottom of the line, you're like, at least she's pretty. You can mute it. You can still pay attention. It's still nice to look at.
She makes this weird face when she smiles
It's
sometimes.
this. Like, she tries to double chin it.
She's like this out there.
Yeah. Here comes Becky.
Looks like I seem to remember you and Ayla and Trav laughing your asses off, so the joke worked, just not as intended. It only worked because you were such a freak about it.
Ah!
Oh my god! Delete! It's like, oh my god, Luke, take a joke, my friend. We didn't even get a time to have the joke happen. Pickle's like, this is weird. You fucking think? It's so weird. I couldn't listen. I was like, I don't even want to know what's happening at this point.
You can put it back in now.
Oh, because Becky's talking.
Yeah.
They turned the other one's mic off so she can't interrupt. It was like, hey now, I'm monotone. I can't help that I'm annoying again. I laugh at my jokes. Bryce says, okay, I have to get going. Bye, Travis and Misty. Bye. Bye, Bryce. Thanks for hanging with us. We'll be here Wednesday if you want to hang out. Alita says, that is crocheted. It could be. It could be, or knitted.
I feel very bad for Danny because he watches every one of these football games. Josh Fields is probably the most terrible quarterback I've ever seen in my
I don't think he's said that he's good.
This is ridiculous. Like, his talent is none, if any. I don't even know if he can throw a spiral.
Ayla's like, yeah, I'm glad you remember. Ayla's like laughing, and Alita's like, killed mini squirrel. Becky killed squirrels. That looks more like fox to me, but you could be right. Roberto says, y'all have a good night. You too, Roberto. Thanks for hanging with us. Have a good night, bud. Ayla says, why are you killing squirrels? Well, in the South, they're a delicacy, Ayla. Just saying. People down there
I think they're a different type of squirrel. I don't think they're a red tree squirrel.
I'm not saying that there are squirrels, but they are a squirrel.
You kidding me? They just fumbled again. So they're booking her exactly like they would book Eva Marie.
Ugh, barf.
I'll wait for this segment to end to talk about what I'm talking about.
Sad. Well, then your kiddos stick around like a maniac. Alita's like, Becky did. And Ayla's like, noon, we can't eat squirrels, sad.
They're trying to make her tough. I brought it for you.
Looks like, did you see Tom Brady throw the stupidest freaking 10-year-old tantrum last night? He got up in the Saints coach face and cussed him out, and then threw an iPad and hit his teammate in the head when his helmet was on. Oh, he pulled a Liv. Oh,
an iPad?
That is
What's
so
an iPad? Oh, an iPad. Never
tablet.
mind. I thought it was something that went on his... I was thinking of football stuff. I'm like, what the fuck's
Why
an
does
iPad?
he need an iPad? Is he a fucking pirate?
That's why he is a buccaneer.
Well, he's a fucking buccaneer, the dumb asshole. Why are you fucking throwing your iPad to people? Why are they calling it an iPad? Is it made out of a
so
Maxi
anyways,
pad?
what I was trying to say about it, like how they're booking her, is exactly how you would book Eva Marie.
Yep.
It's because she's super pretty, right? You have her in there, and it gives the fans this, like, she could win this, right?
Yeah.
And then some fans hate it. Like, so it depends on if they're a face or not, right? So Eva Marie would have been a heel, so the fans would have been like, she's going to fucking beat Asuka and be the freaking women's champ. I can't believe Vince is doing this. It's because she's pretty, blah, blah, blah. But now that Liv's a babyface, it's opposite. It's she's only winning because she's pretty, but it's because, like, oh, thank goodness she's pretty. You know, anything's better than Becky. But but you're still booking it the same way. People are getting belief that she's going to win. And we'll see if that ends up happening. Because in the aspect of wrestling, it'll be a close match. She'll almost have it, and then the champion should win at the very end.
Right. Alita's like, tree squirrels are good. Films like Becky Lynch killing women, more like Becky Lynch making women's armpits so hot on TV. Woo. That's what I want Becky Lynch to do, if you know what I mean. Ayla's like, mean. And films like Becky Lynch talking smack about Liv Morgan. Alita's like, yes, he was mad. Films like, boo, Tom Brady sucks. Films like, what a baby. Pico's like laughing. He's like, iPads because they're pirates.
I couldn't think of
I
what
love this man.
I couldn't
Just
think of what an
saying.
iPad was. It's like, what the fuck is an iPad?
He's special.
I'm like, I remember putting on all my football gear, but I don't remember an iPad in there. I'm like, what the fuck? You got shoulder pads, you got knee pads, you had freaking quad pads, you had arm pads, but I didn't have no iPad. So I was like,
running scared. Like any old hill past their prime. LL. Liv Morgan, day one champion. Book it. I'll take that bet. You'll lose. Phil says, did Travis had a brain fart? Oh, it's okay, Travis. We know what you mean.
What's an
Well,
iPad?
it's like my ankle still hurts. Well, why the fuck did you fall down the stairs then, dumbass?
It's Dumas. This match isn't going to last very long, but it is a tag.
Well, it can't because it had some stupid talk crap where somebody who can't talk, like, hey, we need you to go out there in this god-awful outfit that your fan gave you because, you know, you got to make them feel good. Like, why don't you just take a fucking picture of it and throw it up on Instagram? Oh, look, I'm wearing your outfit.
I'm sure she'll do that. She probably already got 12 of them up. She puts a lot of pictures of herself on Instagram.
Yeah, it's pathetic. You know, people who do that, you know, what's wrong with them, right?
I don't know if she had a dad, because I watched that little special of her, and I can't remember.
No,
I know she had a mom.
There was no daddy involved in her life. She got probs. That's why she is the way she is. Mr. Vicky's laughing. Film says, I know Misty, I love Travis too. Vindicator's like, I think pirate captains have iPads, LOL. Tom Brady and his iPad throwing it at people. Why would that even hurt?
What's funny is you guys can use that joke for a year and it'll still stay funny. That's an iPad. Like, it's the most famous
it was like
fucking
iPad, same.
Like, what's an iPad? Fuck.
Oh, Travis.
Well, back in 2000, that came
special
out.
boy.
I'm just saying we were talking about football, so I was thinking it was a pad. What's an iPad? Why do you need padding for your eyes? So I was thinking like a visor.
We had such a good laugh about that, it scared Luke away. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's telling us that Liv's dad left before she was born.
That's sucky.
Oh,
did she?
I'm sorry.
Did she ever go find him? Or did he ever find her? Any of that kind of weird stuff? I can't remember. I watched the damn special.
Oh, I don't know. Luke says Liv's dad left a couple months before she was born, but at least she's not taking the normal daddy issues daughter route and stripping. But isn't she close to it? I mean, pretty much the outfit she wears, pretty much stripping. Putting
Daddy didn't
yourself
love
all
me.
over Instagram and Twitter with your picture and your hoo-ha hanging. You're fucking basically a fucking Instagram social media stripper.
Yeah, but they're trying.
Trash.
She's not.
Trash.
They're all the same.
They're all that way. They're all trash. And then they have the gall to sit there and be like, no means no. Don't look. How dare you get a hard on looking at me?
Oh my God, who are you?
And it's like, really, bitch, if you're going to throw the fucking shit out there, people are going to be looking. It's like, don't get all upset when people look at your boobie hanging out there because you're feeding your kid. Like, what, you never seen? Yeah, I'm seeing a tit hanging out there, and you're feeding your kid like you're a cow out in the field. I'm happy for you. I'm glad you're feeding your kid, but you know what? Have a little pride. Nobody needs to really see it. I'm not saying you have to go hide in a corner or anything, but fuck.
Wrestling Gab does not support
Just
her opinion
a blanket.
on her weird stuff.
Or
What
a shirt. Nothing wrong with that. You would think they'd want some privacy. My God, they're like, no, I just like having my kid hanging off my tit, running around with it, feeding on it. Looks like, and by the way, the Chiefs are number one in the AFC at 10-4. The Packers are number one in the AFC at 11-3.
NFC, yeah.
NFC? Well, it says AFC twice.
Yeah, that's
so
fine.
NFC,
I know what you meant.
and she never looked for him.
Oh wow.
Looks like, wait, what pic is her hoo-ha hanging out in there?
Right.
And where can I find it for scientific research? I'm surprised you already don't have one, Luke. You're such a huge fan and stalk her constantly. I'm surprised you don't have a picture of her hoo-ha. Anyway, Zayla says, I straight fell down some stairs the other day, about broke my ankle.
All right, Bobby Lashley coming out next.
She forgot stairs were a thing.
All 40 of these guys are going to come out to their own music.
Sweet.
So they'll probably have another
God,
commercial
that's
before
gonna
the
take
match
10
even
minutes.
starts.
This is stupid.
Well, this started at 35. It's already been 5 minutes. We got the second guy coming out now.
Like, well, we wanted to go through this commercial break. We have to have at least a large commercial break. If we don't, what will we do with ourselves? That
Andy
guy was made of
Reid.
cheese.
Yeah, Andy Reid. They made Andy Reid out of cheese.
Why would they make a human out of cheese and then people ate it?
Yeah.
Gross.
Because they like to eat Andy Reid. Tomorrow night, the Washington Redskins versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Seattle Seahawks versus the Los Angeles Rams.
You're like, wait, it's the wrong place.
It's been a long time. It's been a long time. The Cleveland Browns and the Packers.
Vindicator's like, well, I saw my baby live tonight, and that's all that matters.
That is
so
all that matters.
I'm going to rest up and be ready
It's a
with
safety.
more pad jokes for Wednesday night dynamite. Take care, guys. And yeah, go Liv Morgan. Clap, clap, cheesy face.
Has there ever been a worse quarterback than this Fields guy?
Yes.
In the history of the NFL, has there ever been a worse quarterback than this? Watch this.
I'm pretty sure there has been,
Watch
but I
this.
couldn't tell you who it is.
And he took a knee and then gets tackled because he didn't stay on his knee.
Look at him. He's like, where's the flag, dude? You got tackled perfectly.
Well, he took a knee. See, it is a personal foul.
What?
You can't touch a quarterback after he takes a knee.
Because he fell?
He took a knee. He literally kneed the ball. He kneeled.
He fell down.
See, watch. See, he kneeled. You can't tackle him after he takes a knee. That's why he's not even trying.
Oh, that wasn't the play they showed before that.
It's the same exact.
Oh, was it?
Oh.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. He took a knee so he wouldn't get a safety.
So why did he have that guy try to hand it off to that guy if he was going to take a knee?
He wasn't going to. There was a fumble. So he faked it and then took a knee because he was going to get sacked for his safety. And now, obviously, that didn't work. And then the Vikings got a 15-yard penalty with a free first down. And so now it's first and 10.
I feel that whatever he did made things worse.
Well, he got a first down out of it. Drawing a penalty. The poor Vikings guy. Oh, I guess he can throw a spiral.
Films like, love this amazing live stream. Smash like with a thumbs up. People says can't say engines no more. Ha ha. The Washington team. Meh. It's the Washington Redskins. They'll always
be the Redskins.
Washington Redskins. Or my former alma mater high school. Was the Indians. I refuse to accommodate what they are now because they're stupid.
I don't even know what they are. I don't pay attention.
Luke says, yes, that Johnny football guy who got drafted a few years ago and was so bad it was fired after 4 games in his first year. LOL. That guy.
Johnny football.
I knew there was a one that was worse.
Johnny Manziel. There's no way this guy's worse than Johnny Manziel.
That's what I said. You said, is there a worse guy? The worst quarterback?
I'll take Johnny Manziel 5 days a week over this dude.
Okay. Pickle says, I'm so happy the Seminoles never changed their team name. That's because they worked with the local tribes, which is stupid that in our area they did for a long time, and then all of a sudden they decided not to because their stupid leadership changed to libtard people in the tribe.
You know, we talk about this all the time, and even Luke's brought it up, where, like, the left and the right, they switched. Because if you think about it, it wasn't that long ago where the right was the one banning speech, banning books. They wanted to burn books and stuff. And now they've switched. Now the left is against speech. They're against books. They're against history. And they're definitely against speech. Mm-hmm. It's just funny how they switched. And it's just because they just want to argue with each other. I swear to God.
Oh, I'm sure. Film says, so is Becky Lynch going to defend her Raw Women's Championship tonight or the pay-per-view?
No, this is the main event. There's only one match left. It's a tag team match.
With dudes.
Yep. It's Big E and... Oh, that was a hit to the head. You can't do that. What is it? Another 15-yard penalty. It's the same guy? Is that 93 for the... No, right.
54.
Yeah, you can't hit a quarterback in the head when he's sliding.
Well, you can tackle him. You just can't tackle him with your head.
Well, if he's sliding feet first, you can't touch it. I mean, you can touch him, but it's over. The play's over.
That's what I meant. You can tackle him. You just can't tackle him.
Right. I'm saying that you can't tackle him if he's sliding feet first. You can't physically
touch his leg.
Yes.
Or his hip.
Yes, you can.
You just can't lead with your head.
You can't land on him.
That's what I said.
Well, you're saying head, but there's a whole rest of your body. Like right here, the play's over. You can't touch him, but he did anyway. So another 15-yard penalty. This is unbelievable defense here by the Vikings. They've been playing great.
They got rid of him, so it's fine.
They threw him out of the game?
Mm-hmm.
They threw him out, but not the guy that threw a punch.
Oh, he's on the sideline. Maybe he's not thrown out.
Oh, okay.
But he definitely isn't allowed to play no more. They're like, mm-mm. The referee even escorted him off the field.
Mm-hmm.
You're a bad man.
And if you're going to do that, if you're going to get kicked out, take him out for 2 or 3 weeks.
Like, take his, make sure you give him some kind of injury that it's not detrimental to his career. But, give him an injury.
Well, it'll help the Bears.
Stab him in the leg.
Prison shank.
Shake him! Shake his ass! Just kidding. Poor Danny. He's probably just like...
He's just hoping for a field goal here. He's like, my kicker will give me 3 points for my fantasy team.
Here, give me some stuff. Help me. What's even terrible, though, is there's like 9 minutes left in the fourth, for fuck's sake.
Well, you got,
my God, it's just sad.
Those 2 penalties were 30 of these yards. 30.
Holy crap. That's insane.
30 out of 80 in penalties. Oh, he's going to run it. No, he's not. And almost threw an interception. Dude, that dude is terrible.
It's like, dude, the ones in the purple are not your friends. No. They're not your friends.
Oh, they started the match on the break. They're like, fuck it. Just start the match.
Well, the match was kind of going a little bit before we...
Bobby Lashley was coming down to the ring. Anyways, we got the match going. I also got a football game over there that's terrible. The Minnesota Vikings are beating the Chicago Bears 17-3. But anyways, meanwhile, back on Monday Night Raw, we get Seth Rollins in there with Bobby Lashley. The big vertical suplex. Holding him up. How long is he going to hold him for? That's a lot of blood to the head. Seth's going to be all sorts of disorientated. If that's a word. He's still holding him up, one hand, and drops him down. All right, he's going to put him in the hurt lock. Seth's getting ready. He's got it locked in. No, Seth rolls down. Seth's just too quick. Seth ducks down. Bobby spills right over the top rope. Kevin Owens tagged in. Or tagged out because he went outside. Hits him with a cannonball. And now he's just stomping a mud hole in Bobby. Again, Kevin Owens with that backdrop. It looks like Phil's just threw a touchdown. I think that's a knee right there. I don't know if the ball was juggling around. Here, this one will show us better. See, is there any movement in the ball? I think the ball hits the ground. All right, Bobby Lashley getting beat up here by Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins working together like a well-oiled machine. Here comes another suplex. A little snappy suplex there. Kevin Owens flexing those guns. And then said, suck it to everybody in the crowd. All right, Seth's got him in a chin lock. Ooh. Switched arms. Had him in a left chin lock. Now he put him in a right chin lock. Bobby's working his way back up to his feet. Crowd is chanting Bobby, which is weird. Bobby picks him up, drops him down on his face. Bobby gonna get over and tag Big E, and it looks like the hot tag's coming now. Here comes Big E. Oh, belly to belly. Over the top, release suplex. And again, 2 release suplexes. Here it comes. This time he's not releasing it. Just a belly to belly. What are you wowing about? Oh, Lord. Big E just got rolled up, too.
She's just laying there in the hallway being good.
Oh! The man slam. 1, 2.
He didn't manly enough. He didn't do it manly enough.
Yeah, that's the way Becky beat Bianca. That man slam. Kevin Owens with a thrust kick.
Let's see. Luke says, Trav, you need to watch the Chiefs versus Charger highlights. Chargers were supposed to destroy KC, but Hill and Kelsey made the defense look like a Pee Wee League defense.
They always do. That tight end is probably the best tight end I've seen since freaking, well, maybe ever. Gronk was really good too, but Shannon Sharp. And then you had, what's his name, that played for Atlanta and Kansas City, I think. What's his name?
What was he?
Anthony. He's tight end. Anthony Gonzalez, or Tony Gonzalez. Sorry, Tony Gonzalez. But Kelsey's probably better than Tony Gonzalez. At least in the game and how the game's played nowadays. Where it's a little bit more wide open. They don't play defense anymore.
Yeah, they play touch.
Or they don't allow defense to be playing.
They play touch football. Film says, who do you think should win the Royal Rumble in 2022, Bliss or Carmella? Could you choose Misty and Travis? Neither one.
I don't see either one of those even remotely close to winning that. I mean, Bliss could, but she had her shot right with Charlotte right before she left. If they were going to do something with it, they wouldn't have done that, I don't think.
Right. Pickle says, oh yeah, there's a match. And Sophie says, doesn't TBS carry MLB games during the season, so AEW might get preempted by that?
That would be interesting to see. I hope not. I mean, I think they do have baseball games, but I'm not sure if they're everywhere.
On Wednesdays, though.
Is this like a rap video game?
I don't know, but his face looks gross.
Well, it's Dr. Dre as a video game or something.
As an old man?
Yeah, it's Grand Theft Auto.
Online. Contract. Weird and dumb. Let's see. Pickle says, so when did Bobby's face turn happen, or is it just me?
Yeah, right.
I know, that's what I asked earlier.
No, it's been slowly happening.
Sophie says, where did Dee go? Well, I went to let
the dog outside, I guess.
Seizure Boy outside and check on Meg in the hallway because he's being butt face and just walking all over her. And she's just trying to lay there just being all... She had problems yesterday.
Yeah, she had a twisted stomach.
But yeah, I guess. Sophie's like, I already read that. Piccolo says, why you bother with baseball? It's not even April yet, Sophie.
Shit, there's not even a collective bargaining agreement. We might not even have baseball in April.
Sophie says, Bobby, I think, is a tweener. He will be a face or heel depending on who he is going to feud with next.
Right, just like Randy Orton. That's the way it should be.
Film says, I say I want my dream woman Bliss to win the Royal Rumble in 2022.
I'd be okay with it. I'm not going to complain about it.
Yeah, but, you know, just I don't see her. I mean, maybe in it, but eh. Sophie says spring training starts sometime in February, right?
It does. About the 14th.
Sophie says, I say Sasha wins the Royal Rumble.
Pitchers and catchers report right around Valentine's Day every year. Sometimes around the 10th.
Sophie says Sasha wins to set up her Mania feud with maybe Becky.
Who does?
Sasha.
Oh, wow. I feel like Sasha would be more Charlotte. Like watching that tag team match that we got to see on Friday, you got to just see how great they work together.
Oh,
it was pretty nice. Oh, they doing a spoof movie?
Oh my God! they did MacGruber a long time ago. I'm pretty sure MacGruber was a thing on like SNL or some shit. Wasn't it? Wasn't MacGruber like a thing on SNL for a while?
I don't know. I don't.
It looks like they did it as a movie now. So he's like, any news about the baseball lockdown?
I haven't been watching any of it.
Really?
I know nothing. I haven't watched an MLB TV for about 2 years now, or whatever it's called, NFL Net or NBA, MLB Network.
Ryota says, hi guys,
Hey,
and
Ryota.
Phil says, if Alexa Bliss finishes her WWE career, not yet, I want her to win the NXT Women's Championship.
What?
That's weird.
I
Phil.
want
Why
her to
would
go-
you put her back? Why would
Well,
you put her down?
It would make sense though, because they're making that something like some sort of relevance.
Right. Ryota says, hope you have a great Christmas. Dalitha and Travis. You too, Ryoto. Thank you so much for
Yes,
hanging with
absolutely.
us. You know, Merry Christmas if we don't see you before then.
We will
We'll
be here Wednesday, Friday,
and
and
Christmas.
Saturday.
So, Ryota says, no news about MLB lockout.
No, not that
Haven't
I've heard.
anything. Sophie says, we know we are getting Brock versus Roman at Mania. How we get there, well, that will be interesting road.
You think we'll get that? I don't see that one happening. I feel like if they do it right, Brock wins the title at day one, and then Bobby wins the Rumble, and then we get Bobby Brock at the main event of WrestleMania.
Oh, shit. Oops.
Kevin Owens from behind. There's a stunner. No, he missed it. Bobby with a spear.
Well, at least he got the spear on the right guy that time.
Right. And it's over. Bobby gets it, but
And
then gets curb
a
stomped.
stomp at the end.
And there's still 3 minutes, so there's plenty of time for a melee here.
Melee of
A melee
Cray.
pursued right here.
Pickle's like, I hope no one has to go back to NXT again. D. Vise in the chat says either Brock Lesnar or Finn Balor is going to win Royal Rumble, but as usual, not surprised to see a new face winning it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Brock was champion by then and not in it. Remember when he was champion and they put him in it? It made no sense.
That is weird. Why would they do that?
Like he was going to unify it or something.
Film's like, the reason why is she hasn't won it when she was NXT back in 13.
Right.
Sophie says, with AJ Styles not being in the tag team division, he could go back to the main event scene to feud with whoever the WWE champion will be after day one to lead to a match at the Rumble.
Fact.
Ryota says, I think Heyman betrays Brock. WWE wants Austin to be at Mania to help with the ticket sales.
Yeah, they're trying.
Why do they need two people to take the stairs? That's weird.
They got to have teamwork.
Oh. Film says, and because I want some wrestlers who used to be on NXT, never want to championship, who never won a championship, if they retire in the future, they can go back to NXT and win the championship. Pepper Owens is like, no, that was my moment. Pepper Owens' angry face.
Lots of anger. So it looks like Bobby Lashley is just getting decimated here by these two.
Yes, because he accidentally speared Big E on the other side, thanks to Seth jumping over him.
Right on the ring apron. Oh, right down on his back.
Oh, he broke him.
That's 260 pounds of meat.
It's a good thing. Oh, God. He's going to bring the bottom ones down.
Yeah, these ones are bigger.
He's like, I can't manhandle these by myself.
They're going to put his eye out? Where's the Messiah? Curb stomp. He's going to climb up that and curb stomp him.
He doesn't want him in it. He's like, no. Big E's all stupid over there. He got speared once by Bobby, and he's like broken in the corner. He's like, I can't do it.
He's not going to do it. Oh, he's going to run up the stairs and do it. Oh, you hear that thump?
Uh-huh.
That was a man's head.
Sophie says they couldn't get The Rock for Mania. You think they could get Austin?
Absolutely.
Stone Cold
Austin
Steve
doesn't do
Austin.
anything.
Ryoto says we need
Not like he's out making movies.
Dom betray Ray at Rumble. Yeah, we need Dom to betray his daddy.
I'd love him for. Watch. Who's gonna stun or who? Who's gonna do what to who?
I don't know, but would you turn your back on the other one?
No.
Exactly.
Oh, they gave each other a
hugging.
beautiful hug.
Bro hugging Grody
I
pants.
love it.
Ew, disgusting. Gross.
That's what we need. We still got one more week.
Well, Luna says, well, I'm gone. All right, Luna. Big E's got gut problems because he got speared by Bobby. Rio does like massive hug, and Golf Fletcher is like, yeah.
Lots of hugging.
Weird. All right, everybody, that's the end of Raw for tonight.
It is.
Thanks for joining us.
There still is a football game on, but we are going to turn it off. I just wanted to see what the score is before I say bye with that.
As P. Cole says, look, best friends. We will be back, though, on Wednesday for AEW Dynamite. And then, of course, we'll be here for our Friday SmackDown. But anyways, thanks, everybody, for hanging with us tonight on this Monday for Raw. It's a long show, but it wasn't too bad. Hopefully you guys have a good couple of days. We'll see you on Wednesday. Take care, everybody.
All right, everybody. We appreciate you. And thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. Bye-bye.
Bye.